Good morning. This is your wake up alarm. 3, 2, 1.
This is Ace and TJ 5G.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
Ace. TJ. Riggins. Alexis. Tech D-Rob.
Every day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Man, I'm glad it's Friday.
Huh.
Oh, it's only Tuesday. Right? Is that where we are? Tuesday.
Yeah. Tuesday.
Ace looking like a member of Onyx again. Got his tough black jacket on, like he ready to burgle some damn body up in here.
I got problems over here today. I got a TV falling out of the wall behind me. My microphone has already fallen off the stand over here. I've had to repair that today. It is.
Ooh,
Cameras are all messed up. I've been having to work on. I'm not
things
off
falling.
to a good start today.
But listen, your nails are done, so you good.
That was Friday. I'm way past that now.
So you're going to be angry all day because of the little things?
It's not the little things. I was angry when I woke up, and I'm
All right.
gonna get over it as we go along here. I'm
Well,
running behind. I got to finish what I've got going here.
I think we need to give him some alone time
Yeah, weren't you?
until he simmers down. Do y'all want to go get some breakfast?
Yes.
Y'all want
I
to
would
go to
love
the
that.
all-night diner?
Yeah, sure.
There.
I've
Love
been
some
craving some good diner breakfast.
bacon, cooked
I
perfectly.
don't know that we have an all-night diner anymore
There's not
in
one
this area.
anywhere around here anymore.
Well, that Waffle House is still open out by the interstate, I think.
Yeah.
But they closed the Denny's that I used to go to
It's terrible.
a lot
And in there,
in the
like
middle
a
of the night to
is
do
it-
my drug deals and whatnot.
a Bob, was it Bob's? Isn't there something like that? What's it called?
Bob Evans?
Bob Evans? Yeah. Is it? There's not one up here. I don't
No,
know.
they closed that one.
No,
Did?
but they're not 24 hours. I don't
Oh,
think.
and IHOP's over there, but it's not 24 hours either, is it? Man.
You
Even
guys
the
don't
Waffle House
party
isn't
up
24 hours.
Huh? It used to be. Before COVID, it was. I guess it may have changed before COVID.
Dang.
It's because everybody goes to sleep early here.
Yeah.
It's the truth, though.
You mean in the suburbs?
Yeah, like there's really not a lot of things to do.
You're tired.
Right.
Everybody tired
But
here.
you would
Yeah.
think that they would, if they weren't going to stay open 24 hours, they'd open super early because we're all up early being productive and successful and whatnot. So we would need an earlier breakfast, I would think.
Yeah, I never really thought about that. All-night diners really don't exist in the suburbs. Because I'm thinking about where I grew up in Salisbury. We didn't have an all-night, other than Waffle House.
No, because I mean, most of your people are settled and they're they have families and things like that, and it's not just a life full of debauchery and drug dealing and dodging bullets when you go to the store and things that the big cities offer.
Are there a lot of places by you, Alexis, open all night?
No, not by me.
Well,
I
nothing
think
but
it's
the
closer
airport.
to downtown.
Airport's open all night.
Shut up. Don't be we talking about where you live, not where I live.
Ace asked you about where you live. and
Yeah,
you
I
answered.
asked about where you live.
So that changed the subject to where it is that you reside,
Yeah,
what
but-
part of the city.
He's not here. Remember, we're giving him space.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm back in now. I'm
Seems
good.
like
I'm good to go.
We gave him enough
I'm fine.
space.
I'm ready to go. Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
And so Kirstie Alley died, 71 years old. Kirstie Alley, a lot of hit movies. Look Who's Talking Now, classics from the late 80s, early 90s. Big star.
Yeah, her big break into fame was the television show Cheers.
Oh, and Cheers.
Yeah,
Right.
that was her. That was what she was most known for by her age of fan.
Yeah.
It's from her being on
seasons
Cheers.
on Cheers, 87 to
Yeah.
93. She was on Cheers.
Because Cheers was the #1 comedy on television for years and years, and Shelley Long was the female lead in the show Cheers, and she was hysterical. She was wonderful, and they said whenever she left that was just going to be it for the show. It was going to go downhill, and Kirstie Alley came on with a completely different type of character, and took it and just ran with it. Never lost a step.
I didn't know she was on the just on the Masked Singer this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her most recent appearance on TV, she was the baby mammoth on season 7 of The Masked Singer, which was earlier this year.
Maybe mammoth.
Who knew?
Now, I believe, because I don't keep up with celebrities day to day, you know, but I believe she had gotten out of that Scientology mess, and hopefully she wasn't still in it, bound for hell.
Yeah, I do not know the answer to that.
I think she got out of it. I think.
The way
She's not up on a spaceship somewhere right now.
the article I read this morning, they didn't mention any of her acting credits. It was noted Scientologist and Trump apologist Kirstie Alley, dead at 71. I thought, man, they're not even giving her a moment, not even giving her a beat.
They're ghouls.
She was on Parent Trap. I love her in Parent Trap.
She was on Parent Trap.
Yeah, she's one of those that you see
Randomly.
You hear
in
her name, and then you start to look at her list of credits. You're like, oh wow, she worked solidly and steadily from the time she became a star in '87 until recently. She was constantly doing something, popping up here, popping up there in different things.
She was with Dancing with the Stars too, or no?
And maybe so.
I think so.
And TJ, she got out of Scientology.
Yeah, good.
She did. Good for her. You know what? Good for her. This weekend, you can go check out Avatar: Way of the Water, which is going to be a big movie. That's out. I think it's out. Is it this week or next week? It's out this week, right?
I thought it was.
I think it's
the
the
8th is
13th,
Friday.
right?
Rob, you're saying the 15th?
I think it's the 13th. I think it comes out on a Wednesday.
We'll find out. Well, it's coming up, and they need to make a lot of money. So I think you can get a pre-sale ticket, whatever that means, to reserve your spot for this.
I would love to go to the my local theater and just observe the grown men going in to watch Avatar.
Really?
Yeah, the adult men, what they're all about.
More shocking to see an adult man in Avatar or any one of the superhero movies?
Avatar.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the
It
logic?
seems more ridiculous.
It is.
Okay. Yeah, and I love that Rob is actively like anti-Avatar.
Yeah, that
and
really
that's what-
surprises me.
And that's what I'm saying. It's another level. Rob is a comic book movie fiend, but even he doesn't like Avatar. So
Yeah, he hates
who does? What grown man does? That's what I want to observe in a controlled environment.
You want to go see it for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, I love this. Hot tempers, hot takes is what you're getting here now, trending. I love it. And then this Friday, the first part of the Netflix docuseries called Harry and Meghan and the trailer was released yesterday. It's got like 2 million views on YouTube. Interesting. Very interesting.
I just saw one clip. I saw part of the trailer, a clip that was out yesterday, and a guy on Twitter went underneath it and said, "This is a lie." And he claims that he was a photographer, and he says this picture was taken at Bishop Desmond Tutu's estate, and he named the year and said there were three cameramen allowed in, and we had agreed upon positions to shoot photos. And then this picture that he used, shot from above of them as they're walking away, was put in the documentary as an example of the press hounding them constantly. And the guy was like, they knew where I was. They knew there were 3 photographers. They knew exactly where we were positioned. For this to be included in the documentary is false. And people were saying, well, it's making a point. And he was like, it doesn't matter. And this particular photo they chose to use in this documentary, showing how the press hounds them all the time, they knew I was there. They had agreed to me being there and me being in that particular position. So it's wrong.
But Ace, I hate to correct you in front of everyone, but it was Bishop Desmond Howard.
Sorry, my bad. The Bishop of Michigan. Desmond Howard is a football player, Alexis. I'm sorry.
The Bishop of College Game Day.
Nice.
Bishop Desmond Howard.
Yeah, so there are a lot of people that say that are really, and I guess
So wait,
people.
what was that you said after?
It doesn't matter. Never mind. But there are. I saw.
Line or
There are a lot of English people who are hot over this thing.
Yeah,
Of
people.
course.
There's a lot of people on both sides.
Yeah, I'm
that-
excited for it.
It's
Still
gonna-
the tea,
I mean,
Meghan and
it's going to
Harry.
be dramatic. There's no doubt about it. So
Actually, Netflix is spilling the tea.
Yeah, but I saw some
parts.
people yesterday that were saying that historically, what people believe in England is that there were those that tried to help her understand what her role was and how things work and all that, and that she was so arrogant and so rude and claimed that everyone was against her, and all they were trying to do was say, well, this is how it works. This is what you do as a princess now. This is what's expected of you. And that she was always claiming everybody was against her. And it's not the case. I don't know.
They dumb, both of them. Oop. I don't,
Yeah.
That whole mess is dumb.
The whole mess.
Yeah. All that, what's it called?
The royal family?
Yeah, what is it called? The monarchy.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of malarkey, is what that is.
Hey, listen.
That's what my grandpa said. The monarchy is a bunch of malarkey.
So that is out this Friday if you want to check something out on Netflix. And those are just a few things that are now trending.
It's the holidays. It's time to be with family. It's time for those family traditions. But what if you're estranged from the family and you want to figure out a way to get back in, to make it better? That is the situation that a member of the radio family finds herself in today, and she needs our help. We'll explain in group therapy next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Well, tell them, Jody,
Tell 'em what?
where to watch it.
Dang, Ace TJ TV.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
So, we said, who is saving? You're saving money right now to fix a mistake that you made. Here's one. It says, I got hit with a baseball bat to my upper stomach when I was young. It left a permanent mark that looks like a hickey. So, yeah.
That's
I don't know how you get, I don't know the procedure to get that fixed. We got a couple like this. I'm currently saving to pay my attorney to fix the mistake I made of getting married. Divorce is expensive. And you know why, Alexis?
Why?
Because it's worth it.
Okay.
That's the old joke. People say, "Why? You know why divorce is so expensive? Because it's worth it." said it's worth it. I tell you what, man alive.
Nice.
Let's see. Some of these we can't read because they're nasty. They're nasty on the radio.
There's an interesting one. There's a lady, Alyssa on the front page that says, I jumped into a natural water quarry with my new Apple Watch and came up, and there was no new Apple Watch. Now saving for a new watch.
She lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just fell off her arm. It's gone.
Yeah, my son just got finished saving for new AirPods because he left his in his truck at school, and his truck got broken into, and they stole them out of it. It's the only thing he had worth anything in the truck. What? And they stole them. So he just bought his new ones he's been saving up for.
That sucks because, it wasn't really his mistake, I guess. I mean, kind of, but not really.
No. But,
Now you got to consider you leave your AirPods in your truck. That's pretty safe, you know.
But it's his mistake for going to college.
Exactly.
Being stupid and going to college.
What an idiot. Going to college.
That's socialism at work right there.
Yep.
Hey,
Marxism.
Marxism, maybe.
Yeah. No, not maybe. It is.
Spread it around.
Yep.
Those should be my AirPods.
Why
Give me
do you
one
have
of them.
them?
Give me at least one of them.
You're right. College sucks.
I've been telling everybody.
There's
I've been telling y'all.
on the front page of our Facebook page, Jill says the mistake she's saving to repair, that I went to college and got a 4-year degree that I don't use, so student loans.
See? Proving the point.
She's pretty.
One student.
Oh, she's
Bones.
But as TJ Alexis has pointed out, as long as I've known him, that I went to college and have a 4-year degree from LSU, and he did not graduate from college, but we make exactly the same money. So where's that getting me?
Right.
Not getting me anywhere.
I feel you, dog.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, cat.
Riggins, were you commenting on the attractiveness of
Yeah, I just happened to look at that one.
Little Miss 4-year degree. Is that who it was?
Degree.
I thought I heard that kind of under your breath. Oh, she's attractive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, good for her. On all accounts. So she'll be just fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Meaning because she's attractive?
Yeah,
It's
she'll
going
be
to work
fine.
out for her
She'll
no matter
be
what.
fine.
And that's the way it should be.
Just like my brother told my daughter when she was going off to college. He said, don't worry about anything. Don't let it stress you out because you're pretty and you'll end up, finding some guy that'll marry you who's got plenty of money and he's successful. So, don't worry so much about the ins and outs of the grades and the day-to-day stuff. Just,
Don't stress over doing good in college. Just meet a boy.
Yeah,
Find a rich man.
you meet a good-looking boy whose family has a lot of money, and he's going to be successful. So, makes it that much easier.
Exactly.
Necessary to pull up her picture here in the studio, Riggins?
Yes.
Yeah, she is pretty.
I just looked up and I was like, why
That's a
is Riggins
headshot.
pulling up this lady's picture in the studio?
Where did he get a headshot? Is that from her Instagram?
Yeah, she does, I guess, like photography, maybe. I'm not really sure. Looks like she does a lot of makeup, professional makeup and hair and stuff, but she is, beautiful.
All right, so you that's not one of her models or something.
No, it's her profile
her
picture.
Yeah, that's a profile picture.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, Jilly Jill. Jill, yes, I will.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 2 minutes.
Riggins, it's the week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ Show, as Riggins reviews it all for us with the week.
Go, Riggins, go. Yay!
Wow.
Riggins!
Halloween happens on Monday, filled with demons, blood, and spikes. If you want to see something scary, just look at Ace's TikTok likes. Am I right?
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
A lot of
What?
people like our TikTok.
Yeah.
That's not what we
We have
know.
millions of them. What's your point?
Yeah, no.
Millions.
You mean people that...
I'm talking about the things you like on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're not scary.
You hear it? Now see it. Watch Riggins' facial reactions. Alexis's banter with TJ, Ace's pearly white complexion in all its glory. On your phone, on your smart TV, this is Ace TJ TV.
Oh,
I was just making disparaging remarks about someone.
Yep.
I had to take a minute to make sure that didn't go out over the radio. Sorry.
yeah.
All right, hey, if you're not watching the Ace and TJ show, you're missing out. Go to YouTube, search for Ace TJ TV. You can actually see the Ace and TJ show all day, every day now. New and improved. Hoping this TV on the wall behind me with the logo on it doesn't fall off at some point because the bottom is pulling out of the wall. It seems like it's a little lower than it was yesterday. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You see it now, Alexis? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that
about
looks
to-
bad.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
These TVs behind us have been a menace since the day that they came in the room. I think that's the Lord trying to tell us that TV doesn't need to be over.
Yeah.
But also, it could be the fact that most TVs that are mounted on the wall are not supposed to be moved every 10 minutes back and forth.
That's part of
Because
it.
Rob has to move it to come over here and get stuff, out of the computer. And that may be what has done it.
Go to YouTube, search for Ace TJ TV, like and subscribe.
It's Tuesday. The doctors are in. This is group therapy on the Ace and TJ show.
It's Christmas time, a time to spend with family and friends. But what if you have a little problem with your family? A member of the radio family who would like to remain anonymous, obviously, has sent us today's edition of group therapy. Now, if you have a situation, problem, whatever, you just want it to be discussed amongst the radio family, you can send it to us anytime, DM us at the Ace TJ Show, and we'll keep you anonymous. But she said, I'll do the best I can to make this to make a long story short. I have one sister who is 2 years older than me. Our mom died in the summer of 2021, and my sister had our mom cremated without telling anyone. My sister lives in our hometown where our mom lived, and she did it, and, all caps, no one knew. Our mom didn't even want to be cremated. I am convinced it was done just to save money. I am super angry and have been since she died, but I also miss my sister and miss us being a family. It's been 18 months since this happened, and we haven't spoken a single word. And I admit I miss her. I know I am right, but I would like to have our family back together. I want to mend the fence for the holidays, but how? Should I call, send a card? Do I just drop by her house? What should I do? And if I do I try to discuss it or just pretend like it never happened? I'm not sure I can pretend like it never happened because I feel like we can't move on until we discuss it. And she understands how hurt I am. But I do miss her and do want to be together. Suggestions? Question mark.
I don't know.
I mean, that's a tough one.
Don't ever underestimate the power of passive aggressiveness.
Yeah.
So tell your sister you want to get together for Christmas and whatnot. And then the entire time, just keep, hitting her with darts of passive aggressive comments.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, be careful, don't burn the turkey. We wouldn't want it to turn into ashes. Or is that only your call to make, sis?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I love that.
That's going to work out great. isn't it?
Record
Yeah.
it.
That'll get your point across.
Oh, yeah. That came so naturally to you. I mean, that was like, that just rolled off your tongue.
Well, I mean, let's
Thank you.
face it. That's what he does. Passive aggressive is his mantra.
I'd hate for it to turn to ashes.
Or is that your intention?
I mean, what?
You got to get over it.
Definitely, yeah, fix it, and that's family.
But okay, well, thanks. But I mean, fix it how? Is
Drop
what-
off some food. Food always makes everything better.
Okay, but she says, I'm going to have to talk to her about it, and that's where there's going to be a problem.
Hey,
Because-
excuse me, sis, can I use your bathroom? I have to urinate. Whoops, what did I'm sorry. Freudian slip.
That's my favorite one. I have to urinate. All right, so
You say take food, Alex.
Yeah, take food.
Yeah.
I like TJ's suggestion way better.
I think so. It's way more fun. So at the Ace TJ show, what should she do? Should she even try? And if so, what do you think she should do? How should she go about trying to mend the fences and make this a better situation? Because clearly her sister hasn't reached out to her in 18 months. Because she says they haven't spoken a single word. So we'll see what you think next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history is a very unusual day because on this day over 1,000 years ago, a man who was very special, who you know and love, who I know and love, who we've all grown up loving, died. Or did he? We'll give you the details next. Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB. Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was on this day 1,677 years ago, December 6th, 345 AD. The real St. Nicholas died. Yes, the man that's the inspiration for Santa Claus. He secretly gave gifts to poor brides-to-be to help him out. So St. Nicholas died on this day 1,677 years ago. And that's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
All right, you're getting ready. If you've got a business, you're getting ready for the new year, planning out what you're going to do to make things better for you. And if advertising is on your mind, you want to do it with the best, the most creative, at a low cost, then you need Ace TJ Media. That's what you need. You need us, in other words. Creating your ads and being in charge of what your potential customers see that's going to draw them to your business. Now, what do we know about it? You're asking yourself everything. That's what. We're the most creative ad makers in the entire world, and we've been given awards that say so. Now, the awards came from each other, but still, we got the awards. So if you want to stand out in your advertising, whether it's video, audio, or digital, whatever you want, we got it. Come get it. Go to acetjmedia.com, acetjmedia.com.
So we know American Idol's been on for years, and it's not on now, but is it coming back in the spring, I guess?
Sure.
Okay, but they don't always get it right. they don't always pick the winner. Doesn't always going to be the biggest star. A lot of times, the bigger stars have people who didn't win, like Jennifer Hudson didn't win, and Daughtry didn't win. Carrie Underwood didn't win, did she?
I don't recall.
Probably the biggest star of the whole show.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, she did. She beat Bo Bice.
Okay. Well, there's a list that's come out of people who were rejected by American Idol, and it's a pretty impressive list of people. BB Rexa waited for 10 hours with her mom, didn't make it through. 10 years later, she was mentoring contestants on American Idol. Maren Morris was rejected by both American Idol and The Voice. Colby Calais, although Colby Calais was asked about it for the article, and she admitted, I wasn't ready. She goes, it's a good thing they rejected me because I didn't quite have it all together.
It's my boo.
Mickey Guyton was on season 8 but got eliminated right before the live episodes began. Hillary Scott from Lady A tried out twice, never got to the judges on American Idol. All these people have had massive careers. Kane Brown, producers rejected him because they, quote, didn't need another Scotty McCreery, end quote. Kane Brown then made it onto the X Factor, but he quit when they tried to make him join a boy band. He was like, that's not really my thing. And let's see, Ann, TJ's favorite, Tori Kelly.
Yeah.
Didn't make it on American Idol. Simon Cowell called her voice, quote, almost annoying. She made it to the top 24, I'm sorry, but didn't make it onto the show, the final 10 or whatever.
Well, he's stupid sometimes.
Who would ever hear Tori Kelly sing and say her voice is almost annoying?
Simon.
Maybe he
He's a
had wrecked a
jerk.
scooter that day or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
That was a
mad.
harsh. You're almost annoying.
Yeah, he's the worst.
That's almost worse than saying you're annoying. Yeah. It's almost annoying.
Like you're not quite good enough to be annoying.
Yeah. I think that's even more hurtful.
But when you think of some of the people you've seen on the show, and then you see these names of people who've all gone on to have huge success.
Who's the last big star American Idol has produced? Is it Morgan Wallen? Was he on
American
was
Idol?
he on The Voice?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't watch any of those shows.
Wow.
I haven't kept up with either of them in a while.
Unless there's a murder behind the scenes and they do a documentary, I won't see anything about
Who's
it.
the guy, like an acoustic guitar player? We had him for a special event one time right after he won American Idol.
Philip Phillips.
Philip Phillips probably was to me, in my thought process, would be the last big star they had who had a big hit.
Yeah.
That I can remember.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
She wants to remain anonymous. She said, my neighbor was given a paper by the cops several years ago that they may possibly search her property for the previous owner's daughter who went missing in the 80s. And now she's worried that the body is under her in-ground pool, which was put in about that time. Oh, wow. So there could be a body under the pool, and the police have informed her that, hey, we are possibly going to be investigating your property.
And maybe exhuming the body and tearing up your pool.
Can you imagine?
To tear up your pool, you got to tear out part of the backyard, and that would be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and by the way, what if they find a body has been under your pool the entire time?
For decades. Wouldn't that be shocking? Is that a good place to put a body?
Yeah.
It's
You
on
put the
cement
Great,
and everything,
yep.
Yeah.
So if someone ever does randomly is putting cement out one day, should be very suspicious.
That's what they did on Ozark.
Yep.
Or to dispose of a body in a construction site, where they're building high rises or something. You see that on TV all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
TJ and Alexis immediately went, yes, that's a perfect place for a body. They've been watching some true crime.
But man, you talk about just a stake through the heart. You got to tear up my pool.
I know.
During summertime.
Because,
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they come to you and say we're going to tear your pool, go, hang on, can you give me 6 weeks? Like, let me get through summer.
Right.
Come back in October and tear the pool
Because
up. If you need to.
who would pay for replacing it? And
I don't know. Does your insurance cover
I
that?
don't know.
I don't know.
That would be interesting to find out. You would have no problem just getting baked in the sun, like getting bronze, knowing that there's possibly a body under.
No,
No, it's
not
not
at all.
with it?
Yeah, that wouldn't bother me.
No.
Okay.
You'd be like, what?
Hey.
I could put a lounge chair in a cemetery and just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go take walks through
I
cemeteries.
put a tanner bed in the morgue. I don't care.
Wow.
So no, Rick, it wouldn't bother TJ.
The average human, and this is one of my favorite words, especially in the category of verb. One of my favorite words. The average human excretes. Doesn't that just create a reaction out of everybody? You don't even know what the next line's going to be, but just the term excretes.
Because it makes me think of the word ooh, like ooze. Yeah.
So the average human excretes 6,500 gallons of mucus in a lifetime.
Ew.
So you see, it wasn't nasty.
Right.
That's so gross.
6,500 gallons?
Yeah. That's what this is.
Oh, can you imagine actually seeing that visually? Like,
What does
It can't be.
What does that come out as a snot? Is that?
I guess.
There's no way.
Or coughing it up or
Yeah.
whatever.
But again,
it can't
you're
be
talking
65.
about you're talking over a lifetime.
But 6,500 gallons? I mean, that can't be true.
I don't like that.
That sounds about right to me. I got boogers.
That's so gross.
That's so disgusting. Ew.
We had a kid in class in elementary school that always had a lot of boogers. He was just a booger kid.
Like, you're such a booger head.
But that's not the same as mucus.
Mucus is more like liquidy.
Mm-hmm.
Stringy.
I think. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like
we don't know what mucus is. I think everybody listening is an adult right now, and they know what mucus is.
Okay, so you can say excreting, but I can't say stringy.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Because what I said was a scientific way of saying it.
Oh.
You're just being gross.
Yeah.
Or painting a picture.
As usual.
You
just got to take it down a level.
Clearly, TJ, she's been checking out Vin Scully this
I
morning.
did, exactly. I'm inspired.
That's what she's learned, how to paint a picture on the radio.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, good. Glad you learned something before you spend your day learning how to grow fungus.
She's popping a pimple on her leg right now. That's so gross.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So this didn't really go the way I envisioned it going when it comes to today's edition of Group Therapy. If you missed the story a minute ago, essentially a lady sent us a DM this week that said her mom died about 18 months ago, summer of 2021. And her sister, who lives in the hometown with the mom, just had mom cremated. And then she wrote in all caps, "No one knew. Our mom didn't even want to be cremated. I'm convinced it was done just to save money. I'm super angry and have been since she died, but I also miss my sister and miss being a family." And she essentially wants to reconcile for the holidays. But she points out, do I try and discuss it or just pretend like it never happened? I'm not sure I can do that because I feel like we can't move on until we discuss it, and she understands how hurt I am, but I do miss her and want to be together. And she wanted to know anyone's suggestions for how to reconcile. What would be the best step? Should she show up? Should she send a card? Alexa said bring food, just drop by. What do you do? Well, everybody seemed to totally bypass the how do I go about mending fences and just went right to some accusations. I'm really surprised. Most people say, hey, did you offer to help with arrangements and help pay for a regular burial? This is Lauren. It's expensive to bury someone, and I can totally see the saving money aspect. If she was doing this alone, if you didn't know until after it had happened, it sounds like you just decided to wait and be involved when it was too late. Like, man.
Oh, my goodness.
We're coming out hot after Anonymous Lucy here. Rachel said, having the attitude of I know I am right is not the attitude to have if you want to reconcile. Okay, but she's bothered by that. Like, she feels like she's been wronged and just wants to have a conversation about it. Jackie said, maybe it was done to save money. Funerals, caskets, and all that nonsense are expensive. Mend the relationship with your family. Life is too short. Your mom isn't coming back, no matter her final resting place. And I'm sure she would not be happy knowing her kids haven't spoken in so long. Praying all goes well.
Yeah, but again, I hate to point out the obvious, that sometimes people put too much importance on relationships with other people. You know, just walk away. Your sister's obviously no good. Why would you want her in your life anymore?
You're saying give it time, you'll get through this and not even look back on it.
Do you want her being a close aunt to your children with those kinds of morals and everything? I say nay. Nay. Count your blessings that she showed herself to what she really is and that you got away from her.
Yeah. Well,
don't go back. That's a it's a bunch of family activities you don't have to go to now for the rest of your life.
That what I'm guessing, TJ, your suggestion would be if she reconciles and has all these family activities, that's time away from watching TV.
Or whatever she enjoys doing. You know? Cut people out. That's my motto. That ought to be a T-shirt. Cut people out.
I'm just shocked by the fact that no one offers her any, like, here's an idea. You could just show up with a cake or something like that or whatever.
Cake?
First thing I thought of.
A cake.
Let's get started.
Yeah. Essentially, everybody's like, hey, this is on you. It's your fault. How are you not involved? Why didn't you ask? You should have done something about it. Why are you making faces, Riggins? You think that's what you should have done?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, it could be. That's fair if that's your opinion.
But, you know, some people just weren't meant to be together, and that includes siblings.
Okay.
You know, just like some people was just meant to be big, and they don't need to diet or nothing. Some people just wasn't meant to be in relationships with each other, even siblings.
I was meant to be big.
I tried dieting. Some people was just meant to be big. That's who I am. That's my identity.
Yeah. It's just like that.
Yeah. That is a direct quote that I have heard in my life.
Just meant to be big.
Some people, quote, some people was just meant to be big. End quote.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Okay, so TJ is always the keeper of odd knowledge. Not only do I have a little odd knowledge fact that I ran across this morning, I have the sound to go along with it. A phrase that you hear all the time. I just stumbled across the origin of it this morning and thought, oh, that's kind of interesting. I think everybody will enjoy that. By the look on TJ's face, I don't know that everybody will. He's setting me up for something here.
No,
okay,
I'm interested.
It's coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com. Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now now. With breaking and entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Whatever it is you may be doing with real estate, whether it's getting your first home, putting a house up for sale, maybe you're looking to make a few investments, Melissa Chambers and her team at Chambers & Associates Realty can take care of you like no one else can. Absolutely no one. And they do all sorts of neat little things. Because they've got so much experience, they can help you with little things like tips on how to declutter your home, tips on how to stage your home to make it more appetizing for someone who comes in to take a look around. So all you got to do is call 704-439-6232. That's 439-6232. Or go online, lkncharlottehomes.com/AceTJ for Chambers & Associates Realty.
So I saw this little thing on the internet yesterday. People born deaf with schizophrenia see disembodied hands signing to them as opposed to hearing voices.
Oh, no way. That's crazy. What?
I had to read that a couple times.
Makes sense.
It does make sense.
That is scary sounding.
I know. And you know how, Alexis, you said your mom dreams in Spanish? Or do you dream?
She dreams in Spanish and English, yeah.
That's wild to me, too. That's kind of, I don't know that they're related, but it's kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
The way you speak.
But is that out of the ordinary? She dreams in English and Spanish. She's dreaming about someone that she speaks Spanish with. She would speak Spanish. If she's dreaming about someone she speaks English with, she would speak English in her dream, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just know that she says that she dreams in English and she thinks in both languages too.
Really?
Yeah, which is crazy to me.
That is weird.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's insane though.
I know.
It's like they're seeing people signing at them. Oh,
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
So people who are, but it says people who are born deaf with schizophrenia. You're not born with schizophrenia, are you?
It develops in usually in your teen years.
Really?
Yeah.
So they just see like hands.
Yeah, because
signing.
they've never heard voices.
Right.
Or words, so they don't know. The voices would be lost on them.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Yeah. Never thought of that, but it makes complete sense.
Never thought of it either. That's crazy.
Yeah. I also saw another fact about a dinosaur's private part. Mm-hmm. Not that it's related to this at all, but it said it was 20 feet.
20 feet? Okay, dinosaur, you packing.
Right.
Oh, he's talking about the female dinosaur.
Ew.
That's it.
It's like a tunnel.
I was in the weird part of the internet yesterday, I'll be honest.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
All right, this is the time. You know, if you're ready to lose weight, you're ready to take that step. The first of the year is almost here when you are saying, hey, I got to do something. Well, what you need to do is go ahead and order Calitrin and have it at the ready. Okay, get all of your, as a phrase that I've made up many years ago, get all your ducks in a row and get it ready to happen soon as your time is here. Order Calitrin today, and if you when you buy 1 month, you get 1 month free, 2 months, 2 months free, and it goes on and on and on and on, however you want to do it. Now, Calitrin is not a diet pill, not a drug, scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. Not scientifically proven to make you sexier looking to everyone. But I'm going to say that make you sexier looking to someone. Make you feel better about yourself, make you more comfortable. You know how you feel walking around carrying extra weight. Don't do that anymore. Call and order Calitrin today or go to acetj.com/weight loss to order. acetj.com/weight loss.
There's a pretty good chance you've used the expression, pull out all the stops. We're pulling out all the stops on this one, that kind of thing. If you know, don't say. But does anybody have any idea where that comes from?
Yes.
I knew it. I knew he would already know this information.
Pull out all the stops?
Yeah.
No.
It comes from an organ, a pipe organ. There's an organ stop. You control the amount of air from each pipe by sliding this little bar in or out. And when they say you pull out all the stops, you mean you open everything up so air flows through all of the pipes at one time in a pipe organ.
Is that like the church instrument thing? Is that what that is?
Yes, something about which you would not know.
Yeah.
It's a church instrument.
Yeah, here's what it sounds like.
You will have heard of the phrase, pull out the stops, or pulling out all the stops. If you are not an organist, you might not have realised that that phrase does in fact come from the pipe organ, because we pull out stops to make the organ go louder. If we pull out basically all the stops, it does.
Whew.
Mm-hmm.
That's church.
Isn't that kind of cool, though?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Now that you know the information, you didn't know that until now. You just learned something today.
I do love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the more you know, the more you grow.
There used to be a show called The History of Slang, and it talked about all of that. Yeah.
I mean, do we want to put it on a scale of 1 to 10 of coolness?
Right, like, I mean...
We don't need to put it on a scale of coolness.
I can appreciate the random fact, but if you're asking if it's cool...
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I kind of always think that being knowledgeable about something is cool.
What's cool. Yeah. Alexis, you're not the judge of what's cool.
You guys know all the cool things.
Let's. You're one of those people that made fun of the kids who did well in school because you couldn't do well.
Well, I mean, she did well. You know.
Okay. Most
she
important.
Went to the prom with her mom in the living room. After she got expelled from regular school. And I'm all for homeschooling, but not if you're expelled from
Right.
from society with an ankle bracelet.
Here's,
I'm kidding, of course. But yeah, you don't know what cool is.
I don't.
here's the big thing for the day-to-day, though, when it comes to the Ace and TJ show. Rob, today is the day you get the shot in your back?
That is correct.
Okay, so is it an epidural? Is it a cortisone shot? What exactly?
They call it an epidural. It's a lumbar epidural.
Oh, you finna have a baby.
He gonna have a baby. A little Robbie.
And if you don't know, Rob's been having this back pain, leg pain. This has gone on for months now. And he's really just now gotten to where he can stand completely upright when he walks or sits or anything. So why is this? Will this be a long-term fix, or is it just temporary?
It should be fairly long-term. It might be something that I have to do more often, like in the future again, but it should be something that at least gets me by for a couple months. Could be up to a year sometimes for some people, so it just depends on how it works for me.
And do they think that have you given you suggestions like, hey, do some back exercises or something to kind of strengthen your back to go along with this?
Not specifically, but I'm definitely going to once I have some more mobility.
Yeah.
Wow, mobility.
So you're gonna pick some kind of video game that makes you move around a lot while you're playing it, while you're shooting the bad guys?
No, I have. I'm gonna get Apple Fitness on my watch.
Yes, Apple Fitness is awesome. That's awesome, Rob. We can do workouts together.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Even Rob getting an epidural becomes something about her.
Well,
yeah,
she's trying to encourage him.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Get a workout partner.
Yeah.
You know.
Go on walks together.
I know. Doesn't that sound great?
That sounds great.
Y'all can do those little. Y'all can look for those rocks
Yeah, scavenger hunt.
together. Your scavenger hunt.
That'd be fun.
But I think she would complain more than Rob because she always would be talking about how he's staying in her business and all. Can you imagine him on a long walk every day? How much in her business he would be?
Talking about life in general. Yeah.
Nosying.
Rob always goes, last time I took a walk, my belt broke. It was one time. It was one time.
Scarred him for life.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
A lot of things happening. Big firings, big hirings, plus things you need to watch this week. Coming up next on Now Trending.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
And today in history is a very unusual day because on this day over 1,000 years ago, a man who was very special, who you know and love, who I know and love, who we've all grown up loving, died. Or did he? I'll give you the details next.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with breaking and entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB. Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was on this day 1,677 years ago, December 6th, 345 AD. The real St. Nicholas died. Yes, the man that's the inspiration for Santa Claus. He secretly gave gifts to poor brides-to-be to help him out. So St. Nicholas died on this day 1,677 years ago. And that's today in history.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
We'll give you the hottest trending topics coming up in about 4 minutes. 5 minutes. It's now trending, sponsored by the Johnson Group. Whatever your commercial cleaning needs, it doesn't matter. Office building space, medical building space, makes no difference. The Johnson Group can handle it because the Johnson Group takes care of over 15 million square feet of office and medical building space every single month in the greater Charlotte area. acetj.com/clean. It's acetj.com/clean for the Johnson Group.
You know, there are a lot of people who have been, older people have been pen pals in their lives. Like I used to have a pen pal when I was a kid and, whatever. So you would write these letters and put them in the mail and go back and forth. A friend of mine had a pen pal when I was about 8 or 9, I guess. And his mom said, "Hey, Carl, you need to come in and write your pen pal a letter. He sent you a letter." And then she said, why don't you write a letter too? It's just, and explained what a pen pal was and all that. And I said, "No, I'm good. I'll just wait. I'll wait for him." Never seemed to be interesting to me to do that. But the world's oldest pen pals just celebrated their 100th birthdays together.
Wow.
And they tried Zoom for the first time. He lives in England and she's in Texas. They've been pen pals since 1938 when they were 16.
How did they become pen pals?
I don't know. I
want to know more about it.
Yeah, I didn't click on the whole story. I just got the highlights of it.
Had they ever met before? Or that was the first time on Zoom?
No, that's the first time they've ever seen each other. I guess they may have sent pictures back and forth, printed pictures. And so then the only other part of the story that I found interesting was that they were on Zoom together for about 3 minutes before he asked to see her boobs.
Shut up. I wonder why they never fell in love.
That's a joke. Well, because they're just writing letters to each other. Well, maybe they did fall in love. But that was the thing about pen pals. You were just friends. And I think that may have been part of the reason where I had no interest in it, because you'd have to refer to someone as your pal. And that just sounded too non-Southern for me. I couldn't be calling anybody my pal. Hey, pal. Hey, pal. How's it going? Hey, it's my pen pal. This is my pen pal. This is my best pal. That's my gal pal. That's who that is. I tell you, that's the bee's knees right there. That's my gal pal. Going to write her a letter, put it in the mail. Going to stand there and wait for it to come back with her letter.
At the tender age of 8, TJ was like, that's not Southern sounding. I don't want to do that.
I want a pal.
I got to call somebody a pal. And I got to write something? No. That's like homework.
Hard pass.
No, thanks. And I don't care about, he was in Alaska too. I don't care anything. It's like chit-chatting on slow mail.
Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out. The Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
I got me a new computer. Got it set up finally. I haven't had a computer in a long time. I've been using my iPad, and it's weird.
TJ got it set up finally. For 2 days, all we've heard is, Rob, what's my Apple ID? Mm-hmm. Riggins, what is the password to this, my email address?
What's my email address?
Yeah, that was a good one.
It's a process.
I know, but it's still that what I said was true. I finally got it set up.
Right, it's true. You're right.
I've had it about a week now or longer.
You've had it a week?
Yeah.
At least.
He texted me about it over the Thanksgiving break.
Mm-hmm. But Rob didn't have time one day and to set it up, and then I needed something else, and it's just a thing. But I got it now. That's the only thing. That's what I was saying. And then it's kind of strange for me to have a full computer now when I've just been using an iPad all this time. But I don't know if I'm going to keep it.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
It's a little bulky.
Okay. See what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Kirstie Alley died at the age of 71 after a short battle with cancer. They announced that yesterday.
You know what?
71's young.
71, yeah, but that's the way to do it. That's the way to go. If you're going to have to battle cancer, make it short.
Yeah.
That's a weird way to put that.
Well,
You
I
know
mean,
what I'm saying?
you don't suffer with it for years and all that.
If you're going to die from cancer, don't drag it out. I mean, that would be my option. Would be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you give it your best shot.
Right.
You fight like hell, but then when you realize, when they say, hey, it's, seems to be, it's not going well, I'd be like, oh, okay. Well, then let's just shut it down and enjoy a couple weeks and see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was she ever married to anybody famous?
I don't know if she was married. I know she dated several famous people.
I saw John Travolta. He co-starred with her in Look Who's Talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He posted a really nice tribute to her and said, it's one of the most special relationships I've ever had. I'm going to miss you. I'll see you on the other side, kind of thing. And they were also both Scientologists.
Right. And then he obviously maintained his love for her after she got out of Scientology.
You know? Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Based on what he said.
Yeah, he's a sweet person. But Look Who's Talking was his comeback movie. I mean, he was huge in the 70s and early 80s, and then he kind of just went away. And then when Look Who's Talking came out with Kirstie Alley, it shot him back up to being an A-list movie star again.
Yeah. Good for them.
Yeah, so I'm sure he does have, really good memories of her and their relationship and all. And he's so sweet. And that's why I hate that he's up in that Scientology list.
John Travolta?
Man, I don't want to see him go to hell.
No, well, of course not.
What a shame.
It's terrible. And I just, we haven't talked about the story because I don't know if people care about these two, but they are certainly in the news. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes from ABC News, specifically Good Morning America, were kicked off their show yesterday after it was revealed that these two married people, on-air hosts, had been having a months-long affair. Now, the story came out that they were each separated from their significant others, so it was totally fine, and they didn't break any rules in the workplace. But the head of ABC News got on a editorial call on Monday and said it was a distraction to what we do here at ABC News to have them together as the third hour of Good Morning America.
It's Good Morning America, hour 3.
It's like the time when you got on the Today Show, they had Hoda and Kathy Lee drinking wine. It's not like they're doing hard-hitting news. So I think this is a mistake because viewership immediately went up when it was revealed last week that this was happening.
Because people flipped over to check it out. If they're going
to want to see what's going to happen.
And they were on, I thought they were on Monday, weren't they?
They were on Monday.
Yeah, so people flipped over and like, oh man, I want to see what they were watching closer to see if they were going to be, was there any back and forth?
Right.
Can we
see the chemistry?
Are they going to say something about it? Oh, I can tell that they get along really well, that kind of thing.
I mean, they're good looking people, so I hope they figure out a way to make it work because that's a good looking
a distraction from what did he say? ABC News does or Good Morning America does?
Good ABC News,
of course. Yeah, anything to distract from what ABC News does would be an awesome change.
Yeah, right.
Because they're corrupt.
Yeah, I mean, and it's
in my opinion.
It's also Good Morning America. It's not like the most hard hitting news show out there.
It's Michael Strahan's news.
Right. It's crazy.
Not that he's not cool, but not exactly what you would call hard-hitting, journalist, hard news journalist.
Allow me to deviate one moment here because I realized something about myself Sunday while watching the Fox football show on which Michael Strahan appears. I think I've gotten over my dislike of Michael Strahan. I've really I've warmed to Michael Strahan. I like him a lot.
You didn't like him.
Yeah, I just thought he was overrated. I don't think he's all that great. But I really have, I've warmed to Michael Strahan.
He's got a great bubbly kind of personality.
Yeah, I think he's no longer in the Mario Lopez loser got lucky category. He's just a good guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Man. I'm gone the other way since he joined ABC News.
Oh,
He's
I'm okay
become
with
one
it.
of them.
Yeah, I've never seen him
I
on
really
them.
like him until he did that.
I like him. I like him. I like him now. I'm
Look
going to
at
say
you
that.
giving people a second chance.
Yeah, I put Todd Chrisley and Mario Lopez though in the same loser got lucky category off to the side.
Well, Todd Chrisley ain't that lucky right now.
Do you still love Joe Buck as much as you did? The
not
announcer
as much,
for Fox, the play-by-play.
Not as much, but I don't see him as much anymore because I don't watch as much as sports, as much NFL. I like him when he does baseball, but I don't hear him all that often anymore.
He was doing a lot.
He did everything. Yeah, they're on Monday Night Football now, and I really don't watch Monday Night Football that often.
Yeah. And then there's this video going viral of a kid asking one of Santa's helper in a shopping mall for a Nerf gun. And Santa, Santa's helper, not the real Santa, tells him, well, you can ask for anything, but not a Nerf gun because it's a gun. And
that happens every year.
Oh, my God. Mind your
kid
business.
starts crying.
Some do-gooder fake Santa and an imposter.
Yeah. He says, there's a lot of toys out there, Legos, building blocks, but no Nerf guns. The kid starts crying. The mom grabs him by the arm and says, all right, let's get out of here.
And where was it?
It didn't say. I don't know.
Sorry.
Kind of messed up, right?
Yeah. They always got to be throwing their stuff in there. Always.
Nerf guns are awesome.
They are the best.
They are awesome.
I love a Nerf
There's nothing wrong with wanting a Nerf gun.
How many people die from Nerf gun accidents a year, though? You got to look up that statistic.
I don't know the answer to that. But those are a few things that are now trending.
All right. They have made a new rule. They're going to change how you can use your phone now on flights from U.S. America to Europe. We've all been waiting on this news. But how does this news spin into something that is tailor-made for participation from the Ace and TJ radio family? We'll tell you next.
The Ace and TJ Show. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out, the Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
It's the 7 a.m. hour. Thanks for spending your morning with us, and thanks for watching while you drink your coffee. This is the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. TJ 5G.
Let's go boom. Breaking and entering Christmas is what happens this time of year. We break into people's homes and leave everything they could want for a dream Christmas. And it wouldn't be possible without our partners with Peyton's Promise, like the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple Team, great friends of ours for years and years. So you got anything you need as far as staging, marketing, selling, buying a house, make sure you get in touch with the Temple Team. Go to acetj.com/Temple Team to get them.
Speaking of breaking and entering Christmas, it's coming up in about less than a week now from the second installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And we need somebody's help. If you are a professional at laying linoleum in a kitchen, it's not a big kitchen at all, but we have a family that we don't need the linoleum. We need somebody who can put it down professionally to do it right. So if you would hit us up at the Ace TJ Show and let us know if you might be available to help out, that would be fantastic. Have y'all seen these new beer fridges? Have y'all seen these new beer fridges? Yeah, there's an echo out of that. That was weird. I saw this on TikTok. You have to scan your ID just to open the fridge. Check this out.
So I never seen this. Check it. These doors don't open. None of the liquor. Put your ID and press scan. It starts scanning your ID. Once it's done scanning, it says what door. I want the Bud Light door.
So it actually asks you what door you want to hit to open, and then it will only open the one door for the product that you want. Is this that big a problem? I mean, come on. Don't we have more important things to focus on than whether or not the beer fridge opens if you're under the age of 21 or something?
It's kind of cool, though.
Is it stopping people from stealing?
That's
is that the
probably
concept?
what it is,
Are people stealing that much alcohol? That much beer is being stolen?
I don't know.
Just seems a little extreme.
How can you steal beer? It'd be too hard, wouldn't it?
Well, there was a lady one time we had in the news that went into a convenience store, I think in Louisiana or Mississippi, and she had on a big duster type dress, and she put 2 cases of beer between her thighs and was trying to walk out with them underneath that big dress.
Yeah.
You know, she was shuffling, though. She couldn't really, walk out. She's like,
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they spent all this money on this, and if they would just do like TJ's hometown used to do, and at 10 o'clock at night, they would just put up a big sheet over the beer cooler, cover it all up so you couldn't even see the beer. That solves the problem.
No temptation.
You don't want any, you don't even want, but now you can buy, Dirty Magazine or whatever. It's still at the store. Those are still out for everybody to see, but don't buy beer.
Come on. Yeah. Let's go to the store, get us a Dirty Magazine.
A Dirty Magazine.
Come on. Y'all want to do that?
Couldn't think of how to phrase that the best way.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history is a very unusual day because on this day over 1,000 years ago, a man who was very special, who you know and love, who I know and love, who we've all grown up loving, died. Or did he? We'll give you the details next. Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB. Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ Show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was on this day 1,677 years ago, December 6th, 345 AD. The real St. Nicholas died. Yes, the man that's the inspiration for Santa Claus. He secretly gave gifts to poor brides-to-be to help him out. So St. Nicholas died on this day 1,677 years ago. And that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
So I got home yesterday from my hard work at the studio, and I opened the door, and I can hear my voice coming through the house pretty loudly, and then I hear everybody else's voice from the show. My brother is in the living room with the big TV on the YouTubes watching our show from that morning. It's a little unnerving, you know, but you can watch our show live, the whole thing. I mean, the whole dang thing on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, search Ace TJ TV. You can get it there. Like, subscribe. If you don't like it, you don't have anything complimentary to say, don't say anything, or you'll get banned from listening and watching and being in our lives at all. You won't even be allowed to share our space, even virtually, much less literally. Yeah. The Ace and TJ police will put you under arrest. But if you are complimentary, you know, we love that. We absolutely love compliments. So make sure that those keep coming, and God will reward you. That's right. I said it. Man, I said it.
Watch the Ace and TJ Show on YouTube, and God will reward you.
Not just to watch it, but watch it and compliment.
Oh, okay.
Don't bring God into it.
Yeah.
So, by next summer, travelers will be able to make calls on, and this says on cell phones, but I think it's pretty much understood in 2022 of our Lord.
Kind of got it.
We'll be able to make calls during flights within Europe. So we don't know if that's going to happen in U.S. America or what, but they're saying that it's going to be happening when you go from, say, England to another European country like China.
Okay.
That you'll be able to be on the phone, on your phone, talking. I don't know why you can't do that now. They have Wi-Fi signals and all in the planes and all that, and they say that because I thought it had been proven a long time ago that it does nothing to mess with the signal of the instruments or any of that when you're on the phone.
I kind of like not having to use my phone on a plane.
Well, I kind of like not hearing people using their phones on planes.
You're going to now be on a plane full of people talking on their phone. It's going to be super annoying.
So, you have to take the good and the bad, I guess. And I think it's, a lot of people would say, but think about all the gossip you can get from hearing somebody's phone call or whatever. And then I'm like, I don't care. I don't really care that much about at that moment about what is going on in their lives. However, if you have learned something really juicy and interesting from hearing another person on the phone, I want to know about that.
Okay.
On the radio and YouTubes and podcasts. It's kind of like when we used to do this thing about what have you overheard in a restaurant or somewhere where you weren't eavesdropping, you just overheard it because they were loud. And the guy called us. We were on the radio in Huntsville, Alabama. And he said, hey, y'all talking about what people heard? Because I was down at Peking Palace one day, and they were this couple came sat at the table next to me, and I heard him say, "Hey, you want to sneak off down the way down there and do the wild thing?" And they got up and left, went and do the wild thing. They went to do the wild thing.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
That really happened.
They want to go down there and do the wild thing.
And the Peking Palace is a real place.
And even then, calling it the wild thing was outdated slang.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But we need to bring that back.
Do the wild
Yeah, hey, they were in there doing the wild thing.
She wanted to do the wild thing.
I mean, he came in there and he was like, what's up? And she said, I want to go do the wild thing. Yeah. And he said, homie, don't play that. And she said, hey, I'm ready to go.
Oh, no, you did.
Trying to do the wild thing.
I'm ready to go. I like that one.
Yeah, that's Wanda. That's Wanda, baby. Wanda. Okay, so what have you learned by listening to one end of the phone call? Somebody was talking on their phone in public, and you used to be able to hear a lot more than you want to hear now, than you wanted to hear when people were on those Nextel two-ways all the time. I hated that. Yeah. I hated being in a store and hearing usually some non-Southerner feeling like that he or she has to talk so loudly to make sure everybody can hear what's going on with them because it's that important and it's that smart.
I don't know what the product was exactly, but I do know that the lady that was two people behind me on the line in Home Goods the other day didn't get whatever it was delivered to her house on time because she was having her entire conversation on speakerphone while standing in the line at Home Goods, which if you've ever been into a Home Goods, the line is about, I don't know, a quarter mile long every time you're in there, especially at Christmas. And it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Well, are you going to be there? Well, what time are they coming? And I, the other here, so the person on the other end go, I don't know, I'm going to do the best I can to try to be here. I said, oh, shut up.
Yeah, I thought you did your shopping at Bone Goods.
That's his favorite store.
I'm sorry.
Really? You got your nails done and went to Home Goods.
Big week.
Big week, yep.
I mean, like, who is this guy?
So send us a DM or put it on our social medias. What have you learned by listening to someone's phone call in public? Let's go.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com. Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
When it comes to purchasing a home, maybe you think, I need to refi or do a cash out refi, which is the hot thing these days. Lending peace of mind is very important because here's what happens. Well, here's what happens if you're me. Dealing with money like that makes me uneasy. It makes me nervous. I feel like everybody's attacking me because they ask a lot of questions and you feel like you have to give her all this information. It gets kind of crazy and it can be a little overwhelming and stressful and give you anxiety. And that's where Tammy and Curtis at Atlantic Bay Mortgage come into play because Atlantic Bay Mortgage is built around the concept of giving you lending peace of mind. They helped me when I bought my townhouse a little over a year ago, and they made it super easy. I bought and sold a few houses, and it's never been this easy before when it comes to information. They pinpoint what's needed, walk you through the process, and save you the hassle of getting a bunch of information that you're not going to need. They make it easy and efficient, and that gives you lending peace of mind. Nobody does it better. So all you've got to do is reach out to them, and you'll find out how great they are, no matter your situation. Purchasing, refi, cash out refi, let them give you lending peace of mind. It's Atlantic Bay Mortgage. Find out more at acetj.com/AB. That's acetj.com/AB.
There's a town in Florida that is, it is close to Fort Walton and Destin, that whole area, in between Fort Walton and Pensacola. It's called Niceville. In Niceville, Florida, there has been a situation where a middle school nurse is facing charges for stealing children's medication, their ADD medication, Adderall, Ritalin, whatever they call the ones for kids, and replacing it with aspirin. Her name's Michaela Crandall, and she's 27. She just started working at the school in July. And all the kids' medications were kept in a locked medicine cabinet, and so she allegedly was going in, taking some Adderall out, and replacing it with aspirin or Aleve, or, depending on what the pills look like. In September, a girl noticed that her pills didn't look right. Then her mom and several other parents started noticing changes in their kids' behavior. So the school eventually realized over 100 pills were unaccounted for, found an Aleve in one kid's bottle and 7 aspirins in another bottle. Not clear, though, if Michaela was taking the meds herself. It says that in the story that I'm reading. I don't normally say meds. Because it makes you sound like a drug addict when you say meds.
You think she was taking them or selling them?
Well, this was, they don't know whether she was taking them herself or selling them. But I'm guessing if she's selling them, she could get a pretty good bit for them right now. The street value on Adderall, I think, is probably huge because there's a shortage.
That's terrible, though. You're stealing kids' medication.
You think so? I mean,
it's not that bad.
Those children really need that.
They don't need that.
I don't know.
In Niceville, of all places.
I know, that's the point. Why would you do something like that in Niceville? If there was a town called Meanville, Florida, or Corrupt, Florida, you would think that, but not Niceville. No way.
I agree.
It's awful.
People just don't take pride in their communities at all.
No, not at all. Taking the children's Adderall. And at Christmas. Right here at Christmas. That's what everybody always says. Anything goes bad, it's like, and right here at Christmas. Makes it even worse.
It does make it worse.
Yeah.
It absolutely does.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Y'all know what me and Jody does. We burn it down. We burn it down. I tell you what, I say next week we start with a theme on the drinks. So next week's gonna be Long Island iced tea theme. We meet up in here. It's gonna be Long Island teas.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
So Riggins has a he's got a house that he's going to be moving into in the next couple of weeks. A little house with a yard and a neighborhood and the whole thing. Moving out of the big city high-rise apartment. Now, when you are walking your dog now, Riggins, around and you see the people along the way, these are people that, even though you may see the same ones from time to time, they're not always in the same place. It's like they don't live, you're not walking by their house or whatever, you know. You see them along the way, they're city people. That's the guy that's, you know, over there washing windows, or that's the, you know, whatever guy. Now, in a neighborhood, when you go walk your dog and you run into people, they might live right next to you. And you know where everybody will live, and they'll know where you live, and you'll exchange pleasantries and all of that. Do you see yourself making friends with the neighbors to the point where you might have them over, like for a beer, or vice versa? They have you over and you would go. Any of that?
Yeah, I hope so.
You do? You want that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love that.
What if they're old?
Oh, God. I didn't think about that. No,
gross.
If
they're old and gross.
Listen, I relate to old people more than I relate to young people. So, no, I would love that. I want to be part of a community and do that stuff.
But you got to be careful.
Okay.
Because if you have a next door neighbor, let's say, and every time you walk out, he sees you and wants to talk, then you'll start feeling like a prisoner in your home because you won't be able to, you know, you'll say, is he out there? I can't go anywhere without him. And so It'll start with a chat on the street, and I gotta go. I gotta get this dog some exercise or whatever. And then end with, all right, I'll meet you for some beers later.
Well, I experienced that already, but it's just with a homeless guy named Money.
Right.
He walks an entire block with me, almost every day.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
His name's Money?
His name's Money. I'm not sure if that's his real name, but but the other day we were, this was great. We were walking side by side. He just walks with me one block and then he bails. We were walking in front of a hotel in Uptown, and a woman was walking out with one of those luggage carts that they give you at a hotel. And she had all this stuff hung up on there, and he screams at her from the sidewalk. She goes, "You walking out of somebody's life? You walking out of somebody's life?" And she goes, "Yo, shut the hell up." And I was like, we're not even friends. I didn't say anything. I'm just with him. This is Money. You walking like she was gonna be like, "Oh,
Yeah, that's so
It's like trying to flirt with her by yelling at her. You walking out of somebody's life? Wait, she's at a hotel. Shut up.
Maybe she thought y'all were a couple.
Maybe. He didn't have a
couple
shirt
was
on.
out walking their dog.
you and Money.
He had his shirt tucked into a belt loop of his pants. It's like, buddy, this is not a great way to make a first impression.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
When disaster strikes, you can count on the emergency damage experts at Paul Davis. Fire, flood, mold, or a storm, it doesn't matter. You can contact Paul Davis. Always devoted, always polite, always respectful of your needs. Learn more at acetj.com/Paul Davis.
TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
What have you learned by listening to someone's phone call in a public place? You didn't even have to hear what the other person was saying to get the gist of what all was going on. This is a good one. I learned that the family was planning a big yard sale together, and some member of the family named Tammy had to be watched the entire time to make sure she didn't steal the money as it came in.
Oh.
Because, quote, Tammy would just drink it up by the end of the day.
Love it.
Oh, God. That's harsh. Just drink it up.
Yeah. Tammy's going to steal that money. Now, look, I don't mind her being part of it, but, we're going to have to put somebody on her the whole time watching. Can't never you let her take any money, be around the till. Man. If you stealing money from a yard sale, profits. I mean,
what are you doing?
Come on.
What are you doing?
From
Where's
your family.
life at?
Yeah, and if you got to watch somebody in your family that closely because you don't trust them around the yard sale money, wouldn't at that point you would just say it's not worth even having them around? We don't even want to go through that.
I'd like to thank Dave, who only commented on the front of our Facebook page. Gossip is the devil's radio. Turn it off.
Ooh.
Calm down, Dave. We're just having some fun here.
Ooh.
But
the devil's radio.
Devil's radio.
It's the devil's radio.
First day
why are you in the radio family, Dave? I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah, what is he?
Because all we do is gossip.
Is this his first day?
Of Satan.
I got enough going on in my life that I got to worry about without having to worry about this guy.
But what? He's talking about this thing, or
I don't know.
Maybe he was talking about those sisters where one of them cremated their mama before the mom died.
No, he's
whatever
posted,
that one was.
He's posted into this conversation. That was group therapy a little while ago.
Oh, she cremated the mom without telling the sister. She didn't cremate the mom while the mom was still alive. That would be murder. We don't do murder on the show.
No, we never have. Katie said, I overheard a heated argument while at work once. It went on for several minutes loudly. Then out of nowhere, the girl shouts into the phone, "Yeah, well, you, Mom."
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah. There used to be a guy that worked in the studio right next to ours in Alexandria, Louisiana. He wasn't on a cell phone. He was just on a regular phone, and he and his girlfriend would scream. He would be screaming, yelling, about to have an aneurysm in his head during songs and commercials. And we used to be privy to all of that on his end. never knowing what she was saying, but whatever she was saying, it wasn't calming him down or making him feel good. I can tell you that. Yeah, he would just. At one point, he had to just sit down and catch his breath because he was so mad and screaming and yelling so hard he thought he was going to pass out. He had to get some water.
But
was that Ace?
He would have her. He would have her on the speaker, and she'd be on the speaker, and he would be screaming in there. And then you could tell when he had to go back on the radio, he was screaming, "I hate you! I hate that I ever met you! You make me sick! I hate you! Hang on!" LA 103, that's Garth Brooks and the dance. And it would be a riot to watch. I mean, sad, but funny at the same time because you're not involved in it.
Right.
Yikes.
Emily said, my cousin used to need a pat down at our yard sales because she would try to steal things, like steal the items from
at a yard sale.
Come here, cousin.
Just
let me
let 'em
pat you down.
hang.
You could get pat down for you.
I mean, that's a whole segment in and of itself
Right.
called Relative Needs a Pat Down.
Yeah, exactly. You down bad.
Yeah.
You're stealing from a yard sale.
All right. Spread them. You got anything in your pocket that's going to hurt me? Okay.
At the family yard sale.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, a man had a brush with the TSA at LaGuardia, just like I did, because he had something in his carry-on that wasn't approved by the TSA. And come to find out, the crazy stuff he had in his carry-on bag was way worse than what I had in mine.
Really?
And they still put mine in a category way ahead of what his was. It's crazy. It's backwards. We'll explain it next.
Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
By the way, I have a new nickname that came out of being at the Mighty Meeple the other day. Dungeon Daddy Ace.
Oh, God. You just ruined it forever. Knew I shouldn't have let you go over
I'm
there.
I'm the dungeon master is who I am.
Ew.
What were you doing over there?
Filming a commercial.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Why? What do you know?
Because Alexis was unavailable and Rob can't stand up straight.
It's basically what it was.
The time had to change. When the time changed, Alexis wasn't available to be there, and then technically Rob, so like didn't want to put him through that.
Did you try to speak knowledgeably about the Mighty Meeple?
Here's what I did.
Yeah.
Spoke knowledgeably about the Mighty Meeple. My man Kyle was right there. He was, I had done some research.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to my sister who likes Magic the Gathering, and she was able to give me a couple of phrases to use. And then Kyle was able to, as we talked about different things, he was like, hey, here's it's this, this, and this. Okay, got it. And make sure I was using the proper wording, so didn't try to do too much, did a nice job.
Has anybody seen the commercial yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I'm sure you did.
Todd hasn't finished putting it together yet. This was just Thursday night.
Just fake it till you make it, bud.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, from heretofore, I like to be known as Dungeon Daddy Ace.
Did you tell them that's your new name over there?
It's in one of the commercials.
Oh,
Use
great.
it in the commercial.
Awesome. I'm sure they'll love that.
Knew we'd eventually get there.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure they're going to love it.
yeah. I made Kyle laugh when I was there.
Kyle laughs at everything.
Well,
wow.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's like, wow, that's amazing. Hilarious.
He's
No,
like,
I can't
"Whoa,
wait to see
funny."
this.
Yeah, look forward to sharing that with everybody. So we filmed a couple of things. I don't know what's going to make the final cut.
Hopefully that doesn't.
Yeah, I've seen. Well, Alexis and Rob did the first commercial. That was good. They did a good job with that.
Yeah, we done a few of them. It was fun.
Huh. Are you going to go play some of these games now that you've been over there and learned about it?
I thought I might roll up Saturday and see what's going on.
Really?
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Wow,
like
this
fun.
is eye-opening, isn't it?
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at BradhamBrothers.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Okay, so but you hear that expression all the time. If these walls could talk, well, what if they could?
Let me tell you,
Whoa.
my walls are having a good time. They're lit.
Yeah, they are lit. Lit walls.
What would your walls say if they could talk?
Ace's walls would say, "Fix me."
Ouch.
They're all in pretty good shape. Thank you.
Ouch. Stop throwing phones at me.
What did I do to you?
Ouch is pretty good. Ouch.
That is good. I'll give y'all credit.
That was pretty funny.
Appreciate it.
Probably ouch.
You put a couple holes in walls. The next thing you know, that's your reputation, I guess.
I don't need a stapler.
But seriously,
You know them walls tense up.
he's having a bad day. I hope he goes to the
It's beautiful outside.
Exactly. Why don't you go take a walk? Oh, man.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Hey, all right. We got to go through this quickly because we're running short on the on time. Several years ago, we went to a business trip in New York, and I flew from Charlotte to LaGuardia, and then we were flying LaGuardia back to Charlotte. Well, on the trip back through LaGuardia, their security people found that I had forgotten that I had a loaded magazine from a semi-automatic pistol. A loaded clip. It just had the bullets, no gun. The only damage I could have done with it is to take the bullets out of it and throw it at somebody. You would have thought that I was trying to come through there in a suicide vest, the way they all acted. I got cited for it. They took away the clip. There was no opportunity for me to go put it in my checked bags. The cop said, I've got to take this from you. Fine, whatever. Had a court date. I ended up having to pay an attorney to go into court for me in Queens, and speak for me. Cost me $1,500.
Oh.
Yeah.
So at that same airport called LaGuardia, a guy went through there the other day, and in his checked bags they found. This was Sunday. 3 saw blades, a switchblade, another pocket knife, and nunchucks. You know what they said about it? They said, a lump of coal for this guy for the holiday. That was on the TSA spokesperson. Tweeted that. 6 prohibited, and then said it. You know, what all he had. These are all prohibited. So he wasn't arrested. They let him take the stuff and put them in his checked bags. Didn't allow me that opportunity. And then they also released the top 10 catches of the year at that TSA. And one was a can of bear spray. One was a breakfast burrito with meth in it. And the other that they mentioned as a top 3, bullets hidden in a deodorant stick. So in other words, bullets without a gun, just bullets. That warrants being up on the top 3.
Switchblade, saw, all that other stuff.
Yeah,
That could easily be nunchuck.
Yes.
That would easily be super dangerous on a plane. And he gets to go put them in his checked bag, and you end up with a magazine with no gun. That are bullets that are worthless.
Yeah, I would have had to have hit it with a hammer like a cartoon to make anything happen.
And we honestly thought they were going to arrest TJ and or at least detain him long enough that he would miss the plane.
Because I was detained for about an hour.
Yeah, but Riggins was like, "What are we going to do?" So we're going to get on the plane and go home.
Mm-hmm.
Did they put the bright light on you and ask you what you were trying to do?
No, they just, they were just all running around like they had just solved the biggest manhunt in the world.
It really was kind of an overreaction.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
But he's got
and now that I know this, I see this story. It had to be that they were prejudiced against me because I'm Southern.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's what it was?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it was. Yep.
Can you do anything with just bullets? Like, is there?
Like I said, you can throw them at somebody.
Yeah, just that's it, right? It's not like they're gonna explode or anything.
No.
Yeah, that's lame.
But I'm Southern. Wait, hold on. I think he was headed to Charlotte. His ticket here in the picture shows that he was going to Charlotte like I was. So the same flight.
Same flight.
But he must have been a New Yorker going to Charlotte, and they allowed it.
Made all the difference in the world.
They gave him a pass.
It could have been, though, your efforts may have been hampered by the fact that Riggins was, holding up his finger guns going, TJ's got a gun. And
He's got a gun.
I cannot with
Shut up. He doesn't have a gun.
He's got a gun.
That's what he said. I swear.
Which you shouldn't say at an airport.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Who is the most Googled person of 2022? We'll find out coming up next.
Now you can hear the Ace and TJ Show. We'll be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history is a very unusual day because on this day over 1,000 years ago, A man who is very special, who you know and love, who I know and love, who we've all grown up loving, died. Or did he? We'll give you the details next. Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB. Centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt Centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ Show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was on this day 1,677 years ago, December 6th, 345 AD. The real St. Nicholas died. Yes, the man that's the inspiration for Santa Claus. He secretly gave gifts to poor brides-to-be to help him out. So St. Nicholas died on this day 1,677 years ago. And that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Something special happening. If you're a member of the Share Funny family, in about an hour, well, some of you may have already got it by accident, to be quite honest with you. There is another Ace and TJ live show Monday night, and it's going to be happening at Southbound. They've got an awesome room in the back that's set up for private events. This will be the biggest one that we've ever done. So get ready. The Evite goes out this morning. If you're not a member of the Share Funny family, you can sign up right now, acetj.com/SFF. And get the invitation for Monday night, 6 o'clock. It's a taping of Share Funny Live with the Ace and TJ Show. And again, this is our biggest one yet. And so you'll get the invitation. It's free. You just have to get your spot secured by responding to the Evite when it goes out in about an hour or so. But again, I found out it went out yesterday accidentally somehow. I don't know how that worked.
His finger slipped on the mouse.
Huh?
His finger slipped on the mouse.
Who the hell is his?
Manager Adam.
Yeah,
Business manager Adam was the one putting it together. And they just sent it out. And I'm like, who's they? What do you mean? Who is they who just sent it out?
He said they sent it out.
Yeah.
Stop it.
So is it an email? Does it go out by email?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what happens is he loves email so much and he's constantly email. He just kind of doesn't realize when he's just pounding send. So maybe he got to that part, accidentally sent it. Bless his heart, he's under a lot.
It's really a good time, though. We've had some fun with these this year. This will be our final one of the year. Monday night, 6 o'clock, southbound. You've got to have the respond to the Evite to secure your spot. There are VIP spots available, and the VIP, you get a couple of drinks, you get a taco bar, hang early with the Ace and TJ show, and then before everybody else gets in. But yeah, they get a little own VIP taco bar.
I'm gonna start doing that all the time now. What? Like, I don't know, Jody. It looks like they ate all the cereal.
I know.
Yeah, they ate your grapes.
I was like, okay. He said it was ready, and they just sent it out. Who?
Well,
who's they?
I don't know what is there a company that does the Evites?
No,
you, know,
you
like
have
that,
to actually send it
like
out.
When we do the, what was that company called? My Newsletter.
Yeah,
something.
My Newsletter Builder.
Yeah. And I thought the guy that was in charge of that for the show was just being narcissistic by calling it his newsletter.
My newsletter.
Oh, it's yours, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they go, well, that's actually the name of the company.
AceTJ.com/SFF. Get signed up. If you haven't got one, you'll get it. Comes out in about an hour.
Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out. The Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple team, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ show live.
I just kind of went brain dead there for a second. Never happened? You just kind of...
No, not
all the time.
I live brain dead.
What?
I said I live brain dead.
Yeah, I can tell. I'm not knocking you. Your hair's kind of crazy today, Alexis.
I know.
I've been noticing it all morning. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I changed hair products, and this is making my hair extra curly. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, go to go to YouTube and you can watch us on YouTube, Ace TJ TV, and it's.
Is it wild? Let me see.
What do you think, Riggins? It looks
Yeah.
good, right? It's my curls. I got curls. I can't help it.
It's a little out there today. All right. You can check it out online at YouTube. And like and subscribe. We'll see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ show.
All right, so coming up on Friday, you can go check out the new Harry and Meghan 2-part special on Netflix. Volume 1, they're calling it, debuts on Friday. Volume 2 debuts on December 15th. And listen, it sounds like they are going to be even more forthcoming than they were in the Oprah interview that caused all the drama. And they just landed in New York yesterday ahead of this series premiere.
So will you watch it, Riggins?
Absolutely.
Alexis?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'll
hate
probably
that people
check it
are
out.
interested in that.
Yeah.
You hate the people?
No, I said I hate that people are interested
Oh,
in that.
I was like, God, it's not very nice.
No, I didn't say that. I said I hate that people are interested in that because then it's just going to be more of them and more of them and more of them.
Yeah,
And they don't deserve the attention, even if it's bad. They're gonna benefit from it.
Yeah, I think it's clearly one-sided, geared towards them.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see. I want to see it so I can understand the reaction that will come from it. So you can kind of follow along with the story.
It should be drama packed.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of them at all.
I used to like Harry too, but a woman can bring a good man down in a hurry. What?
Alexis
is that not right to say?
No.
She's shaking her head.
It's not very nice.
Well, it appears from the outside to be the case. He doesn't even have his royal stripes anymore. Why? Because his wife didn't like it.
The man who shot Lady Gaga's dog walker was sentenced to 21 years in prison. 21 years. But, that's obviously not for stealing the dog. It's for shooting somebody. So he looks very upset in his mugshot.
Seems like you should get more than 21 years for shooting someone.
Yeah. And the guy barely survived.
Yeah.
And I think he's retired from being a dog walker now. He's like, I'm over that career.
Right. Not taking care of celebrities' dogs no more.
No thanks. Yeah, he ran away with, I think, 2 of her, she's got a couple of French bulldogs, real cute. But thankfully they were found unharmed. And I don't know what the plan was to sell them or whatever, but yeah, it's crazy. 21 years in prison for that. Nice job. And then the most Googled artists of 2022. Could you guess the top 3?
Yay.
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh, not unless.
Oh.
Yay.
Kanye. It's one of them.
I've already seen the list. I know who's at number 1.
Drake.
No.
Oh.
Not top 3.
Lindsay Lohan?
No.
Da Vinci.
No.
Who?
Taylor Swift, Harry Styles, Kanye.
Really? Harry Styles?
So
is
it
on
fitting?
Taylor Swift is 1, Harry Styles 2, Kanye's number 3, right?
Yeah. Taylor just barely edging out Harry Styles and Kanye. They were all kind of in the running.
Alexis, did you call Lindsay Lohan an artist?
Well, she's an artist. She has music out.
Okay.
I have music out. Am I an artist?
Yes. Yeah.
I got a couple songs on Spotify and Apple Music. Am I an artist, Alexis?
Yeah.
She said,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
I wrote them.
Listen.
Got music videos. Say it. Am I an artist?
Yep.
I
pained her to say that.
I got damn music videos all over the internet.
Have you sold any of your music?
It has some. What do you mean sold? It's up to be streamed.
How many records have you sold?
People can't buy one, ain't for sale.
You're not buying it. You're just streaming it.
Okay. So you're an independent artist then.
I'm like everybody else. You're just streaming it on Spotify.
Oh my God.
Just can't let me have a moment.
I love those arguments. It's fun.
I mean, hey, if that's her line of delineation, I'm going to make her admit that I am an artist.
Love that. Remember the name Billy McFarland? He was the guy that created the Fire Festival in conjunction with Ja Rule. Well, he's got a new festival coming, and you can buy tickets for $250.
Oh, if anybody buys tickets to that festival.
Exactly. I mean, fool
You're
me
dumb.
once. Right. Exactly. So,
but it's virtual, right?
It's virtual, yeah.
Oh, that's the
Called Pirate.
finesse right there. $250 for a party that's on your computer.
Basically.
Let me ask you this, though. Here's what I'm curious about in reading this article, because I think this is kind of where we're headed, and I'm not a fan of it. But with VR, there will be a way, I'm sure, that you can buy concert tickets now, and you'll be in the audience.
Yeah.
For the show. Just like the NBA is moving towards selling courtside virtual reality seats. So if you want to watch a specific game, you can buy a ticket and with your headset sit courtside and watch the game live.
That's kind of cool, actually.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I don't think for me, it doesn't translate to music the same way, because to me, it's very much an in the moment thing. You're in the crowd at a show. But if you wanted to check it out, if it was a big enough show, you just put on your headset, you'd be able to, it would look as if you were in the front row or 5 rows back or whatever.
And it was a reasonable price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$250 or whatever it is.
Sure.
But listen, a lot of people don't want to be fooled twice. I don't blame them. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you know.
Won't be fooled
The thing
again.
is, you can't fool me again, whatever he said. So maybe you feel the same way. We'll get into it coming up next.
Hear the Ace and TJ show anytime at acetj.com. And now you can see the Ace and TJ show. acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ show. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 2 minutes.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is Dual Lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out, the Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Well, tell them, Jody,
Tell 'em what?
where to watch it.
Dang, Ace TJ TV.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
It's the 8 a.m. hour. Whether we're at work with you or on your bathroom counter while you're getting ready, we're just glad you can see us. Welcome back to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom. Some people say the beds in your house are terrible, and some people say that the living room furniture is bad, and then some people say you need to go to Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Get all that. Bedroom furniture, mattresses, living room furniture. My brother was here visiting and sat in our, those swivel recliners that I talk about all the time. We got at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. I could hardly get him out of it. Had to actually hook up a winch to him and drag him away. And Jody didn't mind dragging him away. You get it. So if you need new bedroom furniture, you need a comfortable mattress, you need great, beautiful furniture for the living room at a price you're going to like, then you need Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. And their delivery team is second to none. They have delivery drivers all over the place, trucks like crazy going out of there. So go to acetj.com/mattress to check them out. acetj.com/mattress. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Jose Ribeiro da Silva, 62 years old, living in Brazil.
Jewish fellow?
Jewish guy. No. Well, he might be. Who knows?
Yeah.
Dies of mouth cancer, complications from mouth cancer on November 29th. Paramedics come, declare him dead, take him to the morgue, put him in a body bag. 5 hours later, wakes up.
Oh. Oh, no. But he wakes up in a body bag.
Yeah.
In the morgue.
Yeah. They called the sister and go, hey, you can come get your brother. He can go home. He's alive.
Is he gonna die again?
Well, I mean, he's got cancer. I would imagine it was bad enough. Well, I don't know. Who knows? He might pull through. I don't know that to be certain.
But someday he's going to die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you unzip yourself if you're in the body bag?
I don't know.
Or
Is
do you
there a
wake up and
zipper
you're
on
in the
the
body bag and
inside?
you just have to start flopping around yelling and making noise for somebody to come in there and check on you to unzip you?
They should have a zipper on the, like, you know, in car trunks, they've got that safety lever.
Yeah.
If you ever get stuffed in a trunk, they should have a zipper on the inside of a body bag just in case.
Because this has happened more times than. I mean, we've heard stories like this before.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they used to bury people like with the belt, like the rope and the bell?
Yeah, so they can ring it.
Oh,
scurry. My
God.
great grandma, she
Yeah,
might have
right.
gotten buried alive.
Might have. Might not have. We don't know.
Might have. We don't know.
We don't know. We
Throw
think-
accusations out.
We think
Strong
it's a
possibility.
strong possibility, but we can't say definitively that she was buried alive.
We hope not.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we could have that conversation, though, is weird.
This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Does your mom date Alexis? Surely doesn't, does she? So you don't keep up with her dating life very much.
No, she dated her ex-husband. I remember them dating.
Well, good. That makes sense.
He was annoying.
Yeah.
He would leave voicemails because at that time people still left voicemails and leave all these cute things for my mom. Oh, I would hate it.
Hello, Candy.
Yep. Hello, señorita.
Learn from each other.
Is that what he would say?
Just dumb things.
Hello, my little señorita.
Yeah, and then he made us watch all these boring movies. My mom's like, "Oh, we're gonna go over to his house for dinner today and watch." Ugh, I hated it.
I hope they weren't like the Pat O'Brien voicemails.
Was he Hispanic?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he took care of his grandma, so his grandma was always with us on all the dates. So it was my brother, me, them two, and his grandma.
So y'all had a good, little playmate. The three of y'all could play together while your mom was with her boyfriend.
Yeah, they were like, take care of her.
Y'all like all go out to dinner together, or all go over to his house and have dinner and watch movies?
Yeah.
Like what was one of the? Do you remember any of the movies?
Yeah, Life is Wonderful. It was like a movie about the Nazi times in Italy or something like that, but it was all subtitles.
And it was called The Life is Wonderful?
Life is Beautiful, yeah. La Vita
What?
Bella. That's what it was called. I don't know.
So it was
Just old movies.
And it's where your mom lives now, in that area, or were they living somewhere else?
No, here in Charlotte.
Okay, so that's how long were they married?
They were married about 6 years.
Okay, so you were pretty much in your formative years raised in the house with a stepdad?
Yep.
Oh.
Mhm.
But he wasn't a mean person or anything, right?
He wasn't mean, but I couldn't stand him. He was jealous of like my mom hanging out with me or my brother and things like that.
Yeah.
And then he tried to tell me what to do, and I was like, "Nope, we're not doing that, buddy.
Mm-hmm. And
Go tell your grandma what to do."
yeah, and so you grew up in the house with somebody else's grandma.
She didn't live with us when they got married.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things? He would tell you what to do, like what? Like pick up your room? Or?
Yeah, like he would just try to tell me things, like try to be my dad, and I was like, "Dude, I don't like you. I don't care for you. Go away. Like I know you're married to my mom, but."
And he was Salvadorian or some from somewhere else?
Salvadorian. But then that's when I went to go live in LA after they got married because I was just like, I'm not doing this.
Man, just pillar to post, as my mom would say. Just dragging those kids from pillar to post.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And your brother stayed the whole time with him?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to. This is bad, but we used to live on this farm, and there was train tracks next to us, and I used to have dreams where I would like drag him to the train tracks and tie him down.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, our time is up.
They were just dreams.
We'll pick
but
this
still.
up again next week, and remember I gave you that workbook to write out your thoughts and log your dreams.
Be sure to pay through the portal this week before our next appointment.
And so, you dream you dragged him out on the tracks and let the train come run over him?
And look as it was happening. And this wasn't just a dream that happened once.
And did you tell your mom you had this dream?
Oh, yeah.
about it? Like while they were still married?
Yeah, I was like, that's the universe trying to tell me something.
Right, and then she says, the universe trying to tell me you're about to go to California with your dad because you're going to kill my husband.
The universe just told me you got to go.
Was that what they called the last straw?
She's like, yeah, we're going to send you away.
So you still have those types of dreams about people?
No.
Like, meaning mainly any of us?
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
One of the worst things that can happen to your house is a buildup of mold and mildew in your crawl space. Let the experts at Cardinal Environmental Solutions come and inspect your crawl space and treat it so your house is safe for you and your family. Go to acetj.com/cardinal today. If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is Ace TJ TV.
All right, so we were talking about this guy, Billy McFarland. If you don't know, he was kind of the mastermind behind that Fire Festival a couple years ago that he started with Ja Rule, and it was a promise to bring a lot of big artists to the Bahamas for a weekend and have this huge music festival, and then things just didn't go according to plan. It had been promoted by Kendall Jenner and I think Bella Hadid and Gigi Hadid, and turns out like the accommodations were horrible. People were stranded with nothing to eat. None of the artists that promised to show up arrived, and that guy spent time in prison. Well, now he's out of prison, and he's got, I mean, on the heels of getting out of prison, he's got a new festival called the Pirate Festival, which is a totally virtual, immersive experience, and he's going to charge $250 with the promise that you'll see an amazing concert, but you'll just have to be wearing a VR headset to do it, or you can watch on your computer screen. $250 seems a little steep, I'll be honest. But he said nothing's been done like this before. It's called Pirate. I don't know if I mentioned that. PYRT, because it's cooler. But I got a feeling it's going to be a tough sell because this guy has burned everybody once, and it was like the most infamous, other than Woodstock '99, probably the most epic failure of a music festival ever. So I think it's going to be a tough sell because a lot of people are going to go, I'm not doing that. I've seen how you run these kinds of things. So what kind of experience have you had with something particular that made you think, I will never do that again? Maybe it's going shopping at a certain store or visiting a certain friend, going to a gender reveal party and spending your whole Saturday there only to be fed cheap cupcakes and bad champagne. Like, what have you written off forever because of one bad experience? That's the question.
I don't know that I have anything because that's not like me at all.
To write something off?
Yeah, I'll write it off before I try it.
Well, that is also true.
I don't even have to go once.
That is true. You don't even need to have the bad experience. So what is it? I don't know that we'll get anything on this, but I thought we'd try. At the Ace TJ Show, we'll get your answers coming up next.
Get more Ace and TJ than ever before. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history is a very unusual day because on this day over 1,000 years ago, a man who was very special, who you know and love, who I know and love, who we've all grown up loving, died. Or did he? We'll give you the details next. Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB. Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ Show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was on this day 1,677 years ago, December 6th, 345 AD. The real St. Nicholas died. Yes, the man that's the inspiration for Santa Claus. He secretly gave gifts to poor brides-to-be to help him out. So St. Nicholas died on this day 1,677 years ago. And that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
The Evite goes out in 28 minutes for the next Ace and TJ live show. Well, it goes out in 28 minutes if you didn't get it yesterday. That was an accident, but you can still sign up. It's Share Funny Live Monday night at Southbound, Mexican restaurant on South Boulevard, right next to Mac's Speed Shop. Here's the thing. All you got to do is go to acetj.com/SFF. You can get signed up right now and still get the invitation to be there and be a part of the crowd. It's free Monday night, so we'll give you details on that if you get signed up at acetj.com/SFF. It's all made possible by Atlantic Bay Mortgage. Atlantic Bay Mortgage lives to give you lending peace of mind, to make the process super easy for you, whether you're getting a mortgage, a refi, a cash out refi. Let Tammy and Curtis help you. It's Atlantic Bay Mortgage, NMLS number 72043. Just go to acetj.com/AB. That's acetj.com/AB for details.
All right, there was a Christmas party at a company in northern Michigan Saturday night. Now, as fun as that sounds on the surface, Christmas party, northern Michigan, it got even more fun because a guy dressed as the Grinch, according to witnesses and all, had a little too much to drink and beat up somebody dressed up as Rudolph.
Oh, man.
So the party was at a hotel in Traverse City, Michigan. A 30-year-old employee dressed as the Grinch attacked another 30-year-old employee who was dressed up as the reindeer. And police say the Grinch guy was the aggressor and started throwing punches. Obviously. I mean, the Grinch is going to be the foul one.
He's the Grinch.
Yeah. Something about the reindeer wouldn't refer to him as Mr. Grinch. And he was like, don't be disrespecting me that way, or I will beat you down to Whoville.
Deal with it.
And, now the reindeer won't ever be able to play in any more reindeer games, even if they invited him to. It's crazy. The reindeer guy was just trying to defend himself, according to the police.
Poor guy.
It's not clear what led up to the fight, but alcohol was involved. Cops arrested the Grinch for assault. Now, can you imagine going into processing, going to the jailhouse, in handcuffs, into Gin Pop, or at least the drunk tank with everybody else, and you're dressed as the Grinch?
It's hilarious.
How delicious would that be?
Yes.
I want to know where the mugshot is of this guy.
It seems very fitting, and it would make a fantastic mugshot.
Yeah. I bet it's nasty and wasty, his mugshot. Mr. Grinch.
Yeah, how do you not have the mugshot?
Mugshot, I know.
But video of the fight. I want to see the video.
How about respect to the guy that dressed up as Rudolph, though? Didn't fight him back. They said he was just kind of trying to fend him off, like, hey, just, you didn't punch him or anything, right? You said he just kind of just was fighting him off, like, hey, just stop, dude, stop.
But how horrible would a Grinch be with a Michigan accent? You talk about messing up Christmas for everybody. Yeah. A Grinch with a Michigan accent? Whoa.
What's it sound like?
That. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to steal your Christmas.
Yeah, we're going to steal your Christmas, see?
It wasn't great.
What we're going to do. And your people are from Michigan, Rob.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk like that.
That should have been an easy one for you.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Y'all know what me and Jody does. We burn it down. We burn it down. I tell you what, I say next week we start with a theme on the drinks. So next week's gonna be Long Island iced tea theme. We meet up in here. It's gonna be Long Island teas.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
So Riggins has he's got a house that he's going to be moving into in the next couple of weeks. A little house with a yard and a neighborhood and the whole thing. Moving out of the big city high-rise apartment. Now, when you are walking your dog now, Riggins, around and you see the people along the way, these are people that, even though you may see the same ones from time to time, they're not always in the same place. It's like they don't live, you're not walking by their house or whatever, you see them along the way. They're city people. That's the guy that's, over there washing windows, or that's the, whatever guy. Now, in a neighborhood, when you go walk your dog and you run into people, they might live right next to you. And you know where everybody will live, and they'll know where you live, and you'll exchange pleasantries and all of that. Do you see yourself making friends with the neighbors to the point where you might have them over, like for a beer, or vice versa? They have you over and you would go. Any of that?
Yeah, I hope so.
You do? You want that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love that.
What if they're old?
Oh, God. I didn't think about that. No,
gross.
Old.
They're old and gross.
Listen, I relate to old people more than I relate to young people. So, no, I would love that. I want to be part of a community and do that stuff.
But you got to be careful.
Okay.
Because if you have a next door neighbor, let's say, and every time you walk out, he sees you and wants to talk, then you'll start feeling like a prisoner in your home, because you won't be able to, you say, is he out there? I can't go anywhere without him. And so it'll start with a chat on the street, and I got to go. I got to get this dog some exercise or whatever. And then end with, all right, I'll meet you for some beers later.
Well, I experienced that already, but it's just with a homeless guy named Money.
Right.
He walks an entire block with me almost every day.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. His name's Money?
His name's Money. I'm not sure if that's his real name, but but the other day we were this was great. We were walking side by side. He just walks with me one block and then he bails. We were walking in front of a hotel in Uptown, and a woman was walking out with one of those luggage carts that they give you at a hotel. And she had all this stuff hung up on there, and he screams at her from the sidewalk. She goes, "You walking out of somebody's life? You walking out of somebody's life?" And she goes, "Yo, shut the hell up." And I was like, we're not even friends. I didn't say anything. I'm just with him. This is Money. You walking like she was gonna be like, "Oh,
That's so
It's like trying to flirt with her by yelling at her. You walking out of somebody's life? But she's at a hotel. Shut up.
Maybe she thought y'all were a couple.
Maybe.
Right.
He didn't have a
couple
shirt
was
on.
out walking their dog.
you and Money.
He had his shirt tucked into a belt loop of his pants. It's like, buddy, this is not a great way to make a first impression.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
When disaster strikes, you can count on the emergency damage experts at Paul Davis. Fire, flood, mold, or a storm, it doesn't matter. You can contact Paul Davis. Always devoted, always polite, always respectful of your needs. Learn more at acetj.com/Paul Davis.
TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Hey, look, telling you, if you want the perfect gift for somebody that you love, or you just care about them, you want them to have a great gift, Omaha Steaks is what you need to give. OmahaSteaks.com is where you go, and you use the code TJ, and you're going to get all kinds of surprises there. Because the steak experts at Omaha Steaks know what they're doing. This is the best cuts of beef in the world, right here. The world's best beef at Omaha Steaks. We're talking about the juicy, delicious steaks and chicken and even gourmet hot dogs and burgers and all. And when you open up that gift package from Omaha Steaks, you see it sitting on your porch. You go out and get it. I've done this many times. Like, oh my goodness, this is what's here. Everything you take out of the box, it just seems like things just keep coming and coming and coming, and every one of them better than the next. It's just awesome. All right, so you go to omahasteaks.com and take advantage of 50% off the entire site. 50% off site-wide is what they say. And then you use promo code TJ at checkout. You get an additional $30 off your order. So you can send a variety, an assortment of different things to someone and just absolutely make their holidays, okay? omahasteaks.com with the promo code TJ at checkout. Save $30 and take advantage of 50% off site-wide. Minimum order may be required. Again, the delicious steaks and chicken and all the way to the desserts at omahasteaks.com.
That's enough to make me want to become a porch pirate.
Yeah,
I know.
you really have to
Steal
watch
some
out for
steaks.
that one. That's a good one.
I just had to come to the website just to see the steaks real quick.
They're so good.
I've gotten TJ and I both have gotten those packages from Omaha Steaks before. They're awesome.
Man.
And remember that promo code is TJ, and you can save money on that deal. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's because they're a sponsor of my cooking show, Fend for Yourselves, and so they've been really great, and we would love for you to support them in our name.
Absolutely. Fool me once. Ace and TJ's Fool Me Once. You only needed one bad experience to write it off forever. Maybe Ace hated going to see Justin Bieber because he said it was a boring show, barely sang, didn't really dance.
I didn't hate it.
Oh, I thought you hated it.
I didn't hate it. No,
Or was it Post Malone?
I didn't hate the show. I thought Post Malone was boring.
Yeah,
I thought Bieber just didn't. I thought Bieber was really good with his acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
But the rest of the time, he just seemed bored. I didn't hate it. I thought it was like, it wasn't as good as I had hoped it would be.
Yeah.
Post Malone was just like, I'm so bored by this.
Yeah.
And I really like him a lot. I just felt his show was boring. Maybe it was that night.
Posty. So what? You only needed one bad experience to write it off forever. Monica said Black Friday shopping in store. It was the first and only time. I was 15, and a woman twice my age tried to fight me for a $50 TV. Never again. Love that.
Yeah.
Almost get knocked out by a 30-year-old over a $50 TV.
Now, Alexis, you're 32. You'd whoop a 15-year-old in a heartbeat when if she's trying to get the TV you want.
100%. I'll be like, listen, she's not older than me, but she's probably bigger than me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
What if it was an Omaha Steaks box? I'd fight somebody.
I definitely am fighting someone for that. They get knocked out.
That's how to get Alexis in a fight. Bring up some sort of food.
Yeah, that gets me riled up real
She
quick.
will try to knock you out. Mark said, fool me once. I was tripping on acid, and then I came home and I watched a Frankie and Annette beach movie marathon.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched the show V, which was on ABC. I think it was ABC. It was about aliens. It's like the lizard people were surfing, so he's never going to do acid again. Get one bad acid trip, that'll ruin you forever.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll never go into a Mexican dance club again. It's one of the worst experiences of my life. Yeah, I had that Montezuma's Revenge, the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a good one. Fine. Very good. Very, very good. That was not fine or good.
I'll never go to scary ones ever again.
Oh, that's a great one.
Because I peed myself because I got too scared.
Like in 5 minutes.
In
like
5
you barely
minutes.
got in.
Like
Yeah.
you never made it through any of the haunted houses.
Yeah, no.
Somebody scared you. One of those guys jumped out from behind a building and you peed on yourself and went home.
Yeah, and I stuck to that. I will never do any haunted house or anything like that ever again.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Unless I'm wearing a diaper.
And they were like, well, this isn't even Scarowinds. This is the water park.
Yeah. Man, you're in Home Goods.
Yeah, you're a little jumpy, aren't you?
That's a great one. I forgot about that. Ace made a declaration yesterday about how his afternoon was going to go. I've got follow-up questions coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show is now more audio at acetj.com and more video at acetj.tv. Hear and see the show anytime, how you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com. Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with breaking and entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the more show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom.
There is only one magazine for the people who call Lake Norman home. That is Lake Norman Currents. Get more information, learn how to subscribe right now at lncurrents.com. And look for the Ace and TJ ad in this month's issue. lncurrents.com for Lake Norman Currents magazine. It's always highlighting people in the area like TJ and his wife, Jody.
Yeah, we're always high lit.
They did a special spread on them recently.
Spread them. We might have lost Alexis for the day because TJ was talking about Omaha Steaks a little bit ago. He's doing this little partnership with Omaha Steaks with his cooking show, Fend for Yourselves. And Alexis is now on omahasteaks.com, and she's looking at boxes of meat to get delivered to her door. She's saying things like, "This is a good deal.
This is a really good deal.
This is a really good deal.
They have everything on
this."
here.
They do.
They got soup, sides, like
Now, would
everything.
you make a steak at home by yourself?
Yes, I've done it many, many times.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And then you make the sides and everything?
Yep.
And then you just hunker down on the couch. I can't just picture your
best.
little self.
That was going to be
eating a
my
big
question.
steak.
Do you then just cut it? Do you then like decide, okay, I'm going to half everything, so you have like a meal that night, and then the next day, or do you house the whole thing?
No, I usually do like half of a steak.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about Regan saying you eat a lonely steak?
I know.
That's how I
You're just
picture.
there lonely eating a steak.
What's your favorite cut of steak?
Lonely.
Hey, just
You want
because,
a- you want a
you're alone
ribeye?
doesn't mean you're lonely.
Right.
Do you like a ribeye, filet? Which, I have a lonely medium well.
Well, that's the funny thing about Alexis. While being a petite person, her appetite is not petite. I mean, she went the other day and got a 2-pound crab boil and sat on the floor and ate it.
I did.
And
Yeah,
I'm just like
that's right,
picturing her like sitting in the living room, her little self with this huge crab boil, potatoes and corn,
And nothing
cracking-
left over, right?
None.
It was just crushing it.
Happy as a clam.
Good one.
Now, did you come back and eat again later?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you don't find a whole lot of people getting a crab boil to go.
Never. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of
You're
like
getting it delivered.
Yeah, or like people standing around a table eating kind of thing, but she's on the floor of the living room just like chowing down.
Was
Let's go down.
Did you have it DoorDashed?
No, I went to go pick it up.
Okay.
She picked it up.
Yeah, you haven't been door dashing, have you?
No, I stopped doing that.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's only like a couple dollars every time.
Yeah,
Who
but
told-
every menu item price is higher to justify the cost. Yeah,
It's
Ace still DoorDash. He's like, I don't care. I'm DoorDashing.
DoorDash is ice
Twice
cream
a
from
day.
McDonald's.
I don't have to leave the house. It's fine. DoorDash is champagne.
God.
That's true.
Ace TJ 5. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is Dual Lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out, the Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
All right, so Ace yesterday, I don't know how his day went, but he's given us some context clues throughout the day.
Like what? What have I said?
Nothing. It's nothing. But they don't even know what I'm talking about.
I know they don't.
They're already laughing though. Yesterday, Ace, we had a lot of stuff going on, and it kind of culminated with this Zoom call, and then Ace had to put up Christmas lights outside his house. And when he told us about putting up the Christmas lights, he said he was telling us his itinerary for the day yesterday. He was like, I got to go here, boom, 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 got to do this, da, da, da. And you could see he was like stressing out as he was telling us about it. And he said, and then at the end, at night, I got to put up these Christmas lights.
Yeah, we didn't put up the Christmas lights.
So that I asked him today, I said, did you get the Christmas lights up?
Yeah, and it's not difficult. It's not a big deal to do them because we're not putting them up like all over the house, just around the front of our townhouse.
Yeah.
But Amanda had to teach a class, and we're running behind. It was like I didn't feel like starting that project at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like it was too many things were going on to get to them. So hopefully this afternoon I'll be able to get to those late in the afternoon.
She's teaching a class while pregnant?
Yeah, just through the rest of the year.
Pregnant people work out.
Yeah, because she just sets up the class. She doesn't have to do everything. She just tells them what to do. And at this point, she can still show them what to do, but she's about to that point of not being able to do that stuff anymore.
Man, so what's my excuse, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
She's growing a whole child.
24/7.
And living with Ace.
Right.
I mean,
And
God.
Exactly. You make a good point.
But you need to get those lights done so, while she can still climb a ladder.
Right. Exactly.
You hold one end, a little to the left.
I don't know what it means, living with Ace.
Just trying to add a little pizzazz to it.
I do a lot of stuff. Wash a lot of clothes, take care of dishes.
Yeah.
Very active around the household.
No, you're good. You're good.
I admit, I'm not the easiest person in the world to live with. I can be difficult at times. But I did make a small error yesterday. She splurged and bought herself these really nice pajamas that she loved. And I did not realize when I picked up clothes off out of the bedroom, I did not realize I had picked them up. And I accidentally washed them, and they were to be hand washed. And
Did they shrink?
Let's just go with yes. I don't know. I don't think they shrank. They were hanging to dry, and it was not a good day. A little mistake on my part. Hey, I'm sorry. That's what happened.
You know what? If you're going to shrink her clothes, this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, while she's
As
pregnant.
she's getting larger and larger.
I know.
Yeah.
It was
hand wash pajamas.
It was totally a mistake on my part.
That's
I didn't
fancy.
I didn't realize. Yeah, I know.
Like Gucci pajamas?
Right.
They're very nice, and there was a splurge just for this specific purpose to have them while she's pregnant to be comfortable in around the house and everything. And I may have messed them up.
I wouldn't have fancy pajamas.
Yeah.
My pajamas over like super large Ace and TJ shirt.
We'll get pregnant.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
Let
where'd
Ace
you get
get you pregnant. We'll get some pajamas.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, where'd you get a shirt from? I don't have one.
The Ace and TJ Show 5G app is sponsored by Papa John's. Order now on our app, the Papa John's app, or papajohns.com. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history is a very unusual day because on this day over 1,000 years ago, a man who was very special, who you know and love, who I know and love, who we've all grown up loving, died. Or did he? We'll give you the details next. Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB. Centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt Centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ Show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was on this day 1,677 years ago, December 6th, 345 AD. The real St. Nicholas died. Yes, the man that's the inspiration for Santa Claus. He secretly gave gifts to poor brides-to-be to help him out. So St. Nicholas died on this day 1,677 years ago. And that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
I didn't say Desiree, which is a fun girl's name. I mean, a girl's fun name, Desiree. I like that name. Talking about disarray. The closet niche comes in, and they build special shelves and racks and things like that to make the space in your closet make it appear like you've got more space and the space is better used than what you got now.
Shh, Rob, please.
Yeah. Oh, it's sneezing and carrying on. So they could do the same thing in, the garage, in your office, maximizing the space you have so it doesn't look like a complete and total mess all the time. Because if your closet is a mess and your office is a mess and your laundry room's a mess, then you're a mess. And stop being a mess. Get the closet niche to come take care of it. Now, they can turn it around very fast. Other places take 3-6 months. No, closet niche, turnaround times around 2 to 3 weeks. Sometimes they can even do it in a day, depending on what the situation is. They have the best price guarantee, and they also have a lifetime warranty. So there's nothing really to stop you from checking them out and getting some information, and let them show you what all they can do. You can go to their office. They have things there already installed for you to look. Now we got these shelves in this color, and we were in there the other day, and this is a closet, this is a kitchen, this is a garage. I mean, it's really cool.
Pantry.
Yeah, and it's not virtual; it's right there. Yeah. I mean, it's real deal.
Hey, it's cool little ideas. Like one of the things she has in the closet, there's a deal that everybody needs a full length mirror in their closet, but it can take up a lot of space. It's a pull out. It pops out and turns, and then when you're done with it, you just hide away again. It's really cool.
Yeah, she said Ace would wear that out.
Look at myself a lot.
He loves looking at himself.
Put it back. Well, wait a minute. Open it back up. Look. That whole thing. Go to acetj.com/closet for that. acetj.com/closet for the closet niche. Have I made the observation, or have I expressed into words my observation about why Ace loves DoorDash and all so much?
No.
We were just talking about it on the regular old show. Is that, people now are talking about how these food delivery services may not even be around, in the next year or two, because prices have gotten so high.
Yeah.
It adds so much to the price of the food, whatever it is. But, Alexa says she doesn't use it much anymore. And Ace is like, yeah, you get it to deliver champagne or ice cream, whatever.
Yeah.
It's because it is it represents, I think it's just another version of one of his all-time favorite things in life, which is room service.
That's true.
Oh, that makes sense.
But part of it, though, is the fact that, to be fair to me a little bit, it's my wife. I'll give you an example. Yesterday, we needed batteries for something, and she said, I'll DoorDash them. And I said, no, it's CVS. I'll run to CVS right now, and I can get there faster and get right. She goes, okay. But so she was going to DoorDash the batteries because we were in the middle of doing something. I was like, no, I'll stop. I got it. And so I ran to CVS, got the batteries, came back, changed out her car battery, changed out the batteries that we needed to change out. Boom, done.
You bought a car battery there?
No, her car.
CVS?
The little round battery for her remote control. We had to change out that one and a couple of other things. For the key fob, and so I did that. So a lot of times when we talk about DoorDash, it's not that I'm opposed to it. It's not me. It's her. Now, for example, Sunday, I did DoorDash a cheap bottle of champagne because I had already had one and knew I didn't need to be driving to the store. So I'll DoorDash.
So if you already had one, maybe you didn't need a second one.
It was still early. It was only like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
But there's no need to say in your defense, because I wasn't saying anything was wrong with it. I'm just saying that's what you like is room service. And then this is a key to, it's akin to that.
Yeah. I find so many things in my life relate to me growing up, and that's the reason I love hotels and room service, because when I grew up as a kid, we could never order room service, and it was one of those things that if we ever stayed in a hotel and not a motel, it was like you could actually order the food and they would bring it to the room. My parents, my mom specifically, was like, we're not doing that. We can't afford that. It's too expensive. Okay, but boy, once I got an adult.
Yeah.
I got a credit card. Now, can't nobody tell me I can't order some room service.
Same with crack cocaine.
Yeah. Same thing.
Couldn't afford that to be delivered as they were kids. But
that's why I love concerts.
They're not poor anymore.
All those
Well, let me tell you, getting batteries DoorDash is like a rich flex.
Yeah. No.
Never even thought of that.
Is it a rich flex or is it an irresponsible spending flex?
What?
There's no difference.
Yeah.
But he went and got them.
He went and got them. That's what I'm saying. If you do it, that's like a flex.
Yeah, there are a couple of things like that I've gone, I got it. I'll go get them. That kind of thing.
I bet you DoorDash wouldn't even come out to where I live.
I bet
Probably
they would.
not.
How far away is there a grocery store or something from you?
15 minutes, 20 minutes.
They probably would, yeah.
If the tip is put in there already, they'll look at the tip and go, oh,
yeah,
maybe if it's right.
I think I might start DoorDash, being a driver, like in the afternoons.
Oh, people would love that. You just show up at their house. It's Ace.
I don't think
dropping
people
off your food.
I don't think they would notice.
So would you rather be a food dropper or just an Uber driver?
No,
or,
I'd rather be
a Lyft driver.
No, I'd rather be a food dropper because I think you can control the area much more, and you're by yourself. You can just ride around by yourself all the time and talk. You get that. I've heard too many horror stories from Uber people who get somebody in the car, and next thing you know, it's an hour and a half somewhere, and then an hour and a half home. Or like that poor guy that picked me up at the Baton Rouge airport that day when they screwed me and didn't have my rental car, and I Ubered 2 hour and 12-minute drive.
But I mean, he got paid for that, right? Like he
did.
Been driving
but,
different.
On a
fares.
Saturday at 3:00, he wasn't expected to have to drive, 2 hours to Pineville, Louisiana, then 2 hours home.
But didn't it tell him? Doesn't it tell him where you're going?
Before they accept it. I don't know how they do it anymore. I really don't know.
I don't think it tells him because I've had an Uber one time when I got in, the guy goes, "Oh, I'm not driving there."
Really?
Yeah.
Where were you going?
I think for a while.
To Alexis's house.
Shut up.
I don't know if this is true, but I had an Uber driver tell me once that Uber was getting sued and they had to change the way it worked, but that Uber drivers originally were able to see where they were going and could decline the rides based on that. But then there was some type of class action lawsuit saying they weren't servicing certain neighborhoods in cities because Uber drivers would beg out and be like, not going into that neighborhood. Yeah. So they quit going, and this lawsuit came about. So now they don't see where they're going until it hits, until they accept the ride.
Right.
But maybe anything over an hour away, they know, hey, this is going to be in excess of an hour to get there, kind of a thing.
Yeah, if I were one of those drivers, I wouldn't be able to work for Uber, but I could work for Lyft.
What's the difference?
Because Uber's such a stupid ass sounding name. Uber. I couldn't be telling people I work for. Who you work for? Uber. This is dumb sounding. Like Uber. Like Benedict Cumberbatch. I could never like a movie with him in it because his name's stupid.
He makes so many great movies.
Oh, they're all comic book movies, though, aren't they?
No, not all of them.
His biggest movies are comic book movies, is that right?
That's true.
Didn't he
And
do
Sherlock Holmes.
He wasn't better than Robert Downey Jr.
No, Robert Downing Jr. is the best.
Did you say Robert Downing Jr.?
That was his name.
Downey.
Downing.
Downey.
Robert Downey.
Like the fabric softener.
I always thought it was Downing. Downing sounds better.
No,
it does.
Yes, that's his name now.
Okay.
Robert Downing
I'll go
Jr.
with that.
I'll send a message on to him.
It flows better. Say it.
Robert Downing Jr.
See?
You got to pause
flow
in the
better.
middle of your word.
Robert Downing Jr.
Robert Downing.
Robert Downey Jr. Nah.
Riggins said he's Iron Man from the waist down.
Hey. That's right.
Okay.
He's half Iron Man.
I like that.
That's what I'm competing in this weekend is a half Iron Man.
I was just thinking maybe that Uber driver that Rob got didn't want to take you wherever you were going because the destination said something about Dungeons and Dragons. He's like, shit, what is that?
I'm not going to that place.
To be fair to him, it was to a concert venue and it was going to be packed. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Picking up or dropping off at a concert's a pain in the ass.
I know the first time that I ever Ubered to PNC Pavilion here in Charlotte, I did not know the drop-off was a breeze because they drive you right up. It's the pickup that you find out you got to walk all the way back out to the highway where I think it's a CVS.
Yes.
Where there's a CVS that's their pickup spot.
It's like a mile away.
Yeah. Who knew?
I went to a concert, sold out at the arena, and I got Uber Eats to deliver food right outside the venue. I had a ride. I just needed something to eat. I didn't want to pay those crazy prices inside.
Help me out. Help me out.
I told y'all that time that my daughter and I went to see Bieber in Greensboro, in Greensboro, and on the way there we Ubered there, and the guy said, "Okay, now this is the Uber drop-off point. You'll see all the flags and everything. So when you leave, if you want an Uber, just hit the button. This is where the pickup will be." Great. So we leave the venue, sold out concerts, 20,000 people. I hit the thing, get the ride, boom, we're standing around the deal, and the guy starts calling. He goes, He's, where are you located? I said, we are at the Uber pickup area. And the Uber driver responds with, where's that? I said, sir, I don't live here. It's outside the arena with all these Uber flags. I am surrounded by Uber flags. Like, it's that. He goes, okay, I'll just circle around until I see it. Like, okay. And then he's trying to tell me what street he's on. I'm like, so that means nothing to me. I'm not from here. I don't know the streets around the arena. And eventually he said he was stuck. And I figured out he's down the street to our right. When I said, just flash your lights, we'll walk to you. And we found him. He's about 100 yards away. And just.
And he had eaten y'all's food already?
Already, yeah. It was a mess.
I would have fought them.
You would have what?
Yeah, why can't you combine the two?
Hey, what would you have done?
Fought them.
Oh, fought them.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said flopped him.
I would have flopped
It's
him.
not close to the F word.
I wonder why you can't combine the two. Like have your Uber driver that's taking you somewhere bring you food.
Right.
Ooh.
That would be awesome. They pick you up and your food's already in the back seat. Are you kidding me?
That is
Sir, your Taco Bell.
Ooh.
See, that's the thing though. If you're a DoorDash driver or something, your car's always going to smell like food.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, even with those hot bags, I'm sure it leaks through.
Mm-hmm.
Hot bags.
So onion smell in the car all the time.
Yeah. I know this is going to make me sound ungrateful, but last Christmas, my mom stuffed in my stocking 3 gift cards, $20 to Uber Eats, $20 to Grubhub, and $20 to DoorDash. Not that, damn it. No, I don't know. Which is great. $60 is great. But you can't really get a meal for $20. And I know you can put your card on it, but I feel like if you have a gift card, I want it all
Cover
to be,
the whole thing.
Cover the whole thing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I've had it for all 3 of them for a year because I refuse to get like full $9 something delivered.
I'll take them off your hands if you don't want them.
I'm thinking the same thing, Rob. Yeah, you would have been better off. Your preference would have been just $60 to one of those.
Yeah.
Would have covered you a little bit better.
You don't know though. That would be cool though. But hey, DoorDash, can you link up with the Grubhub guy?
But you know, we have this weird thing in my family where we have food at home.
I know.
I tend to have little things at home.
Yeah.
That is nice.
What do you mean? Like just that way you don't ever have to order food?
Not very often.
Well, that's the goal when you go grocery shopping.
Because I would rather not eat than to have to go online, order food, wait on it to be delivered, deal with them getting lost, all that kind of stuff. Because I don't have to eat. I sacrifice like that all the time.
I don't eat.
Or I just go get a handful of veggie straws and that'll tide me up.
Yeah.
I love me some veggie straws now.
Those are okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
if you're on a diet, I bet they're good.
Right, but you can only have like 10 of them.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Have you
like
seen?
that.
They've got some chips now that are made to look like little ruffles that are similar to the veggie straws. I think they're made out of kind of the same stuff. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're pretty.
Have you seen the ones that are like Pringles?
No.
Yeah, they got veggie chips that look like that are in a can like Pringles.
Oh, I need to try those because I tried some cauliflower chips and they were just disgusting. Yeah. They're like cauliflower Doritos.
Yeah, like those sun-dried snap peas or whatever they are.
No.
Yeah, my parents have those all the time. You get them at Costco or something.
Yeah. You ever had the okra ones?
No.
Dried okra?
No, I
Have
bet
you
I
had
like
those, Ace?
No.
Yeah.
All right.
They're pretty good when you first bite into it, but then it kind of strings in your mouth.
Oh.
Ew.
I know, you.
It strings in your mouth.
I'm going to have some DoorDash today. It cost me $25 for a little bag of chips.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. One of the worst things that can happen to your house is a buildup of mold and mildew in your crawl space. Let the experts at Cardinal Environmental Solutions come and inspect your crawl space and treat it so your house is safe for you and your family. Go to acetj.com/Cardinal today.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty Team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com. Clancy and Thay's Construction Company. If you need commercial construction, Clancy and Thay's has been around forever. Built on stewardship and doing exactly what they say they're going to do. There is no one better. acetj.com/CT for Clancy and Thay's. acetj.com/CT. The beautiful thing about Clancy and Thay's is all they do is commercial construction, and they're a proud partner of Peyton's Promise, which is very important for us as we get ready for breaking and entering Christmas season, which we'll be announcing just in a couple of weeks. So Clancy and Thay's Construction Company.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family. Let's go!
I can't believe I forgot to tell y'all this. We were talking about the food deliveries and whatnot. This wasn't a food delivery that happened. But Saturday, when we finished with the small town adventure thing that my wife and I do for our podcast stuff, my little friend Jenny wanted to come eat Thanksgiving leftovers. Because it was when the Thanksgiving was still fresh on Saturday, whatever that day was. And so it wasn't this past Saturday, was it? It was the one before that, maybe.
Yeah, it was the previous Saturday.
So she wanted to come eat Thanksgiving leftovers. So after we had been at a couple of different pubs and her eating everywhere we went, she sits down and she's sitting at the bar in our kitchen, and she's got a plate that has chicken dressing, chicken dumplings, I think deviled eggs, sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole, everything left over, like another Thanksgiving plate. My son says, I don't want that. I've had leftovers from that already. I'm going to order something from Chipotle. Does anybody want anything? She goes, threw her hand in the air, like, let me finish swallowing this bite, and I'm going to tell you what I want from Chipotle.
And made a full order.
Yeah, big
like
burrito bowl thing.
That's wild. What time is that?
Say 9, 10 o'clock maybe.
Holy shit.
And again, she orders the burrito bowl while having a full plate of Thanksgiving, essentially a full Thanksgiving leftover plate.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And ate the burrito bowl when it got there.
Damn. And is about as big around as this pencil I'm holding in my hand right now.
Tiny.
I know. I'm so jealous of her.
Yeah.
She gets to eat McDonald's every night. That's like a dream of mine.
Beer every day.
Yeah.
Just craziness.
And then, not to give her credit, she works out like a demon.
Right. Yeah, I know.
But still.
31 beers a day, something like that.
Just living the best life.
Wow. Yeah, that is
crazy.
awesome.
Yeah, part of that's
imagine
got to
you-
be your natural metabolism,
Yeah,
though,
it
too,
is.
right? That's just natural.
Yeah, she's been the same exact size and weight since she was in the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
What is
In the 3rd grade.
Without being too graphic, does she have regular movements?
She always says whenever
I want to know.
No, hold on. When someone talks about having diarrhea, she says that she's jealous. So I guess that she doesn't have regulars like that because she always says that's the best when you get diarrhea.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. You never feel as empty as you do when you get diarrhea.
Well, I mean,
So she's
I'm just
holding
saying it always comes up. What?
I wonder. So when is? I mean, she's eating so much.
But she burns.
She just burns it up. It's
Yeah.
fuel.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah,
fuel.
because she probably, what does she work out? 3 times a day? 2, 3 times a day?
If she's quote effing bored.
That's awesome. You think she? Well, never mind.
So much of that, though, is that's just something with that weird thing. Her body just metabolizes food fast like that.
Just
It
like
does.
sometimes my body just humps.
Ew.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And who's going to be on the receiving end of that is not for me to say, Your Honor.
Who wants some humping?
Sometimes my body just humps.
They call me. It's involuntary humping.
I'm the Knoxville Thruster. Call me.
But, I mean, who else is going to sit and eat Thanksgiving food and order a burrito bowl before you're even finished with it?
That's the thing to me that is it's not like she ate it and then later, right afterwards, went, that wasn't as much as I thought. Yeah, hey, if you're ordering, I'll have the burrito bowl. She was just beginning the Thanksgiving meal and already acknowledged, I'm going to be able to eat more. Let me get a burrito bowl.
That's drunk eating. I mean, that's awesome.
But she eats like that when she hadn't even been drinking. She
Really?
It was like once she starts eating, she starts planning when she's going to eat again.
Yeah.
That would be an incredible way to live. Yeah. And then still be thin and in shape. Awesome.
Yeah, I can do the eating part all day long. It's
Yeah,
the staying in shape part that I'm like,
I don't think
having a little issue with it.
I don't think you could.
Eat like that?
Yeah. I don't think you could eat. You could eat like that. It's like, you say somebody drinks, you go under the table. I think she could eat pretty much any normal person under the table, if you're not some kind of a huge, guy that's always stuffing your face. But another woman, it'd be hard in a regular situation, just an average woman, to keep up with her eating all day. And like on the weekends, it's not like she's drinking, something that's not filling. She's drinking beer. Which is, is a filling.
It's filling.
Yeah.
Man.
What does she drink? What's her beer?
Michelob Ultra. I mean, it's a wonder I stay as tiny as I am.
Yeah, you're disappearing.
Yeah.
You're going to
Just
float
from,
away.
getting a, what do they call it? A secondhand fat. Off of what she eats.
That's what we got to watch the secondhand fat. Yeah.
Right. That's why I'm so damn big. Is I don't eat that much, but I'm around people that eats a lot.
Ain't my fault.
See, I can eat a lot throughout the day, just not in one sitting. I get full
You
really
eat so
quick.
slow. I would have your dinner must last 4 hours. It's the most obnoxious. Oh my God! It's like it goes on all day.
And you never have to stop and reheat a meal while you're eating it.
No,
You just eat it cold because there's no way it stays hot as long as it takes you to eat.
I just eat it.
You just eat it cold.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm.
Just goes on and on. I mean,
Well,
all
it's
day for
different.
like an omelet. It
Yeah.
is.
It
It's
is.
4 hours.
Well,
That's
it's
true.
different here because I have to stop eating to like go back on the radio. So it's like I have to take breaks. It's not my fault.
Still.
Well, come on. You make it work.
That's
slow
how.
eater.
That's good though. You're supposed to take a long time to
That's
eat
true.
and chew it a lot
You're
of
on the
time.
extreme of that, though.
But let's see. Saturday, we went to place, and she ate a cheeseburger and fries, or maybe cheeseburger and tater tots. I can't remember, but she ate all of that, and then drank a few beers. Then we went to another place, and she had some pizza and something else and whatever. And then after that, we went to a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, God.
And she ate they don't even have it on the menu. It's just a big, giant stuffed burrito that she gets. She had that.
An off-the-menu burrito?
Yeah. Yeah. But she didn't ask for it. The guy, they're in there all the time, and the guy just said, let me try this. And he came out with that, and she liked it. So now she doesn't even know what it's called, doesn't even know what's in it. She just knows it's huge and it tastes good, so she doesn't care. Tear it up. My colon would explode.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. She's like, I'm jealous of people that get diarrhea. That's so funny. It's the best. I assure you, it is not the best.
Like when I was going in to fight colonoscopy the other day, and I had to take all that stuff, she would call and check. Or texting Jody, and she was, he started his medicine yet? He's like, yeah. And she said she was disappointed. She said, you should have gone and eaten all your favorite foods before you started taking that laxative stuff. And I said, well, they say you can't eat for the whole day before that. And she goes, well, I would have.
Yeah, I'm sure she would.
Yeah, don't follow the rules.
But she's had a bunch of colonoscopies. She likes it. It's for fun. No, I'm kidding.
I would. I mean, just to empty me out, that'd be awesome.
Well, you could just get the medication.
Oh, that's true.
You could just
I don't
do
need the
that.
camera.
I don't know if would they just give you that strong of a medication?
No, you could get something close.
You can just take laxatives.
Yeah.
Do you
do
take
that.
laxatives?
I have to sometimes.
You do? What kind?
Just like over the
Prescription
counter.
or over the counter?
Yeah. I would love a prescription. That'd be great.
What about an enema?
No, I don't want to put
You
anything.
don't wanna do that?
I don't want to put anything in there.
Because you know what they say. Keep your friends close and your enemas closer.
Ew.
That's what they always tell me. But I think more women, though, if they have that problem, which they seem to, women are always talking about not being able to use the restroom. I mean, while they're having these parties and all that they have, selling baskets and cookware and adult toys and whatnot, they ought to start selling, having these parties where they go in and give each other enemas.
Like they braid each other's hairs, they give each other's enemas.
They ought to have, host poop parties.
It's like a Roman bathhouse or something all of a sudden. Just
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family. You're watching the Share Funny Podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. One of the worst things that can happen to your house is a buildup of mold and mildew in your crawl space. Let the experts at Cardinal Environmental Solutions come and inspect your crawl space and treat it so your house is safe for you and your family. Go to acetj.com/Cardinal today.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty Team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com. Clancy and Thays Construction Company. If you need commercial construction, Clancy and Thays has been around forever. Built on stewardship and doing exactly what they say they're going to do. There is no one better. acetj.com/CT for Clancy and Thays. acetj.com/CT. The beautiful thing about Clancy and Thays is all they do is commercial construction, and they're a proud partner of Peyton's Promise, which is very important for us as we get ready for breaking and entering Christmas season, which we'll be announcing just in a couple of weeks. So Clancy and Thays Construction Company.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV. Share Funny is a production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny Podcast.
I just had Riggins believing that soap on a rope was invented so you could pull it out of your butt. It wouldn't get lost up in there.
No, it wasn't. Are you serious? Because yeah.
I was like, why would they do that? How can you lose that up your butt?
Like a wrist strap.
So
It's like,
fantastic.
what?
That is so fantastic.
And I thought, well, the bar of soap is square. Like that goes up your butt, in your butt.
That sounds a little painful.
Yeah, who you, Gumby? You got a square butthole?
That'd be so hilarious. People were born with different shaped buttholes. I get an octagon, a hexagon.
What? An octagon. Yeah, an octagon. I didn't know that.
Oh, God.
Riggins, have you seen this woman named Rosie Moore? She is a scientist and she deals with pythons and sharks and alligators. She works for the Florida Department of whatever, like the what do you call it?
Wildlife
the
and
Coastal Water Resources Management Team and stuff.
No. She hot?
She's called the world's hottest scientist who wrestles alligators and models.
Nice.
Okay.
So she's an Instagram influencer model lady. Lives in Florida.
Love that.
See, here's a picture of her holding a snake, a real one. Not
Oh,
a,
yeah.
Not a
I got an idea.
figurative one.
She's wearing a headlamp.
Yeah.
I got an idea.
What you gonna look into with that?
I was in there so deep I needed a headlamp. Yeah.
Yeah, she's cute. She's cute.
She hot, yeah, for sure. And she wrestles alligators?
Yeah, because she has to deal with them. If they, I guess, to test them and all of that, mark them, tag them for research.
Yeah.
She works in Florida for Delray Beach's Coastal Water Resources Management Team. Says she comes face to face daily with deadly creatures. Deadly creatures people would usually avoid, and she loves it. She's a geoscientist and a professional model.
Wow.
That kind of stuff you like?
Heck yeah.
You like badass women like
Hell
that?
yeah. That girl that was from Alabama that did the noodling, that was the first one.
That just sounds funny.
Oh, she's a
Over there
noodler.
noodling. Ooh. Said, I'd like to noodle her.
I got a python you can look at.
If I thought you could noodle.
Yeah, she was the first one, but this is even hotter.
Yeah.
Because she's helping. That other girl was just catching catfish.
Yeah.
Like, hey, y'all. She's like, hey, we're going to go noodling today. It's like, how does that voice come out of somebody so hot?
Mm. And there's also an article here about the original Hooters girl, Lynn Austin. And she's reliving her glory days in a big-haired blast from the past on social media, reminiscing about the skimpy orange shorts and too tight tees that put the raunchy restaurant on the map. She became the poster model for the chain in 1983 when the first eatery opened in Clearwater, Florida, while also working as a waitress. She's 61 now.
It's an eatery.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a restaurant.
Eatery.
The Hooters eatery. Give me a break.
Right.
This is an eatery. Have some manners.
Yeah, it's not a restaurant. It's an eatery, sir.
So that she was the lucky gal plucked to pose on the promotional posters, which donned taxi tops, boats, delivery trucks, and, of course, billboards. She was the face of Hooters for 15 years, saying, "The thrill truly Never got old.
That's a pretty good run. 15 years. That's pretty impressive. So she stayed with that all the way. She was the Hooters logo person all the way until she was 38.
Yeah. And the thing is that she says that thrill will never go away for her. Hooters girl from 1983, and the thrill never gets old.
That's awesome.
Still thinking about that. I do. I think that's cool. I think it's cool.
What's the longest serving Hooters server they've ever had, do you think? Like, is there a, can you be a Hooters server for
Past a certain age or something?
or for a length of time? Like, let's say you started at 21. Is there a 45-year-old Hooter server?
I don't know, but I know you can work your way up in the company because when we moved to Charlotte, the first girl that was part of our show was from Charlotte, and she was started out as a Hooters waitress and had worked her way up. Before she got into radio, she was the manager and promotional promotions director and all for the Hooters locations in Charlotte. Yeah. But I don't think they told her, hey, we got to retire you from the floor here, and we're going to give you this. I think, she decided that's what she wanted. So I don't know. I can't think of an older Hooters server that I've ever seen.
I just Googled it. This is from 2014. Somebody asked the same question and said there was apparently a more mature woman working as a Hooters girl in a now closed restaurant in Kissimmee. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Kissimmee. They called her Mama Hooter, and she was described as being, quote, almost 50, end quote, but said she is very much the exception. I can't find an official.
Mama Hooter.
Yeah.
Put me in Mama Hooter section, please.
Mama Hooter.
Yeah, I can't find an official. There's a Hooters Girl Hall of Fame. There just seems to be a bunch of pictures of younger Hooters girls. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, don't know where it says, how you would go about finding the oldest, but I can't seem to find a record for the oldest Hooters girl.
Because I think they would be able to be older now than, as the time goes on because of, the wonders of plastic surgery and women that are staying in shape and all that stuff. And they wear those tights. So if a woman was older and, she had some, a little cellulite here or there, those tights would cover that up.
Yeah.
What about like veiny legs?
Those I think those tights
They cover them.
Yeah.
'Cause my grandma got some veiny legs.
I don't know if your grandma. How's your grandma?
She's like 80 something.
Yeah.
Maybe Hooters is
Yeah, we're talking about women in their 40s.
She's got the veiny legs.
Your veiny-legged grandma.
Good Lord.
She's 80.
Varicose abuela.
It'd be the talk of the town, though. They got an 80-year-old Hooter waitress over there. I'm not even kidding.
She only speaks Spanish. And we can't get her to wear panties.
Yeah, for real.
Got fake teeth.
Oh, God. Yeah, they might fall out. We don't know.
But your grandmother only goes pantyless at night.
Yeah, nighttime.
She wears them when she's out and about.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. She's in El Salvador right now.
She is?
Yeah.
By her choice?
Yeah, she wanted to go.
Oh, okay.
Would you be disappointed in her if she wasn't wearing them during the day either? If she pretty much never wore them?
Nah, I get it.
How long has she been in El Salvador?
Like a week. She went with one of my aunts and one of my uncles. She wanted to make one last trip out there for her life. She was like, I just want to go before I die.
Before she can't.
Yeah.
Sure, I get that.
But she's healthy, though, isn't she?
She's very healthy, but I
Yeah.
don't think she's going to make another long trip like that.
Yeah. So they drove?
Yeah, they drove.
I was going to ask, how long is the flight from here to El Salvador?
I want to say it's like 8 hours or something
Is it
like
that long?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Usually there's always a layover in Miami.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it hard to get in and out of the country?
I don't remember.
Is it a pretty easy?
It's hard to get out.
Yeah, it's hard to get out. It's hard to get out alive.
Easy to get in.
Yeah, with no panties on, no problem. Nobody, come on.
Come on, Grandma.
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. One of the worst things that can happen to your house is a buildup of mold and mildew in your crawl space. Let the experts at Cardinal Environmental Solutions come and inspect your crawl space and treat it so your house is safe for you and your family. Go to acetj.com/Cardinal today.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty Team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com. Clancy & Thays Construction Company. If you need commercial construction, Clancy & Thays has been around forever. Built on stewardship and doing exactly what they say they're going to do. There is no one better. acetj.com/CT for Clancy & Thays. acetj.com/CT. The beautiful thing about Clancy & Thays is all they do is commercial construction, and they're a proud partner of Peyton's Promise, which is very important for us as we get ready for breaking and entering Christmas season, which we'll be announcing just in a couple of weeks. So Clancy & Thays Construction Company.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV. Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Ricky say he want to work at Tallywhackers.
I'm about to get a job.
Is there really something called that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called the world's first male-themed restaurant, which I guess is what they called Hooters, a restaurant.
It's clever.
But you got to be chiseled. So it calls them chiseled hunks. Scantily clad short shorts.
It's a hunk. Look at that hunk.
Look at that hunk. He's such a
Look at
hunk.
that hunk of Tallywhacker.
Their most popular dish is called the Tallywhacker. It's a 1 pound all beef frank on a it's like a
In between both.
Yeah.
It's the Tallywhacker.
And that's real.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it a chain?
Yeah, there was one not that far, but it started in Dallas, I think.
And but women don't go to that, do they? Wouldn't it usually be for the randy gay men?
I don't know. They gotta.
Maybe. Would you go to that, Alexis?
No.
No. And you love them.
I like what?
Well,
What do I love, TJ?
big wieners.
Big wieners. You love them.
I mean, you're wearing a shirt right now. They can't see it on camera, but on the back of it, it says Tallywhacker.
I mean, you're wearing the pictures though show a lot of women in them.
Yeah.
And some men.
The first one opened in Dallas's upscale Oak Lawn neighborhood, known among the locals as the Gayborhood.
Exactly.
That's what it says.
This is on the Washington Post.
Gayborhood.
Yeah.
We call it the Gayborhood. But the opening night crowd, they said, it evenly split between women and gay men.
Well,
It's already popular for bachelorette parties.
Really? Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
It's like going to
but I don't think the menu should be the same, like selling hot dogs and things like that. Like it should be more of a salad kind of place. Yeah. Salad and grilled fish, things like that are not as heavy, not as heavy of a fare.
Yeah.
I thought you were going somewhere
For
different
women.
with that.
No. I'm just saying it
like, what?
because women and gay men would probably want to eat lighter foods than you just got a bunch of big perv guys or frat boy types going into a Hooters. They want wings and fries and burgers and things like that.
Yeah, girls don't go into a restaurant and order hot dogs. Like, I never think of that.
Well, my little friend Jenny does.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, she'll order them.
But they do at this place, so they can make all their dirty jokes.
They have a grilled romaine Caesar salad.
Mm-hmm.
They also have an S&M burger and a famous flamer, a hamburger patty with a spicy kick.
Interesting.
But they said this is a classy place. They even got a kids menu.
Oh, no.
Well, they let kids go to Hooters.
Oh, it's classy.
But at least in Hooters, they're clothed. These guys don't have shirts on.
Yeah, this does seem to be more sexually
Yeah.
suggestive than a Hooters would.
Because of the
With-
one pound hot dog? 1 pound wiener?
between buns.
And the guy with the pierced nipples.
Yeah.
How old do you think you should be before you would take a kid to Hooters?
I don't think you should take a kid to Hooters. Maybe like teenager.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Would you say 13?
15.
I took my son once when he was really little, like too little to know.
To know what was going on, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he was a toddler, and we were driving with the family one time, and there was a sign about Hooters.
Yeah.
And he said from the back seat, "Yay, yummy Hooters." And I said, "That's my boy.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
I'm so damn proud of you.
Wow.
But, the concept of a sexually suggestive restaurant, I mean...
Yeah, there's a ton of them.
I mean, okay, so the staff dresses like they do or whatever. Let's say it's Hooters. But I don't think the menu items need to be named sex things. I don't think the menu items need to be sexually suggestive.
It's like overdoing it.
Yeah, it adds a little bit of a cheesy factor
Right.
to it. Whereas the guys aren't going in there for the clever names of the dishes. They're going in there to look at the women in their tank tops and their orange shorts and their midriffs and the small of their backs exposed.
Ew.
They're going in there for that. They don't give a damn what. It's a cheeseburger, it's wings, bring them out. And I don't think Hooters has that, though, do they? They don't have the sexually suggestive items like Tallywhackers seems to.
Yeah.
And who would have thought that from a place called Tallywhackers that you'd have to worry about sexually suggestive dish title on the menu?
There is an article on delish.com, 11 restaurants that make Hooters seem PG. Among them, Ojos Locos, Bombshells, Tallywhackers, Bone Daddies, Show Me's, and Cowgirls Espresso. It says this chain redefines restaurant, or at the very least begs for a coffee-based double entendre.
I would say Hooters is a PG restaurant to begin with.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever been to Twin Peaks in Concord?
Yeah.
They're a little more risque, I think.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Oh, so the Twin Peaks represents titties. Is that right?
I believe
Is that what
that's-
you're saying?
I believe that's it.
Is Twin Peaks the one we ate at in Alabama and Birmingham when we were there? At a market visit one time.
There's
I
one
think
in Hoover.
Yeah.
There's one in Hoover.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
it.
probably it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one over by Concord Mills.
They wear the plaid skirts and stuff, right? And the button-up shirts tied off.
Yeah.
As opposed to a tank top.
The tilted kilt is the one I think you're thinking of there.
Oh, yeah. The tilted kilt.
Another fine restaurant.
Right, not to be confused with kilted buffalo.
Right.
Which also made the list, right?
No,
it's where you get.
right.
It's a barber shop and a bar and that sort of thing. We got 2 locations near us.
Oh, right.
Yeah, kilted buffalo.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of those places popping up.
Mm-hmm.
There's one right by me that just opened.
Yeah.
It's going to be $50 for a haircut.
Oh, no, I have gotten my hair cut there before. Back when I had hair, I tried it a couple times. Mm-hmm. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Sauce was a little too spicy. They pour it on your damn head. You order wings. They say, eat these wings while we cut your hair. And I'm like, all right. All the way through the meal, I'm like, got hair in it. These wings got hair on them. But it's your hair, so shut the hell up. That's what they told me.
Hair wings.
Can you imagine trying to eat something while you're getting your hair cut?
Yeah, that'd be super weird. Hold your head still.
Yeah. You think you freak out now, Riggins, when you see one of Alexis's eyelashes fall out into the popcorn?
That was pretty gross. I mean, listen, I'm not. It's like finding a Band-Aid. I mean, and it was already in my hand. I like picked it up. I was like, oh, there's her eyelash.
There's her eyelash right there.
But you know, she's always when she gets those eyelashes done, they do shed a little bit. Like she's making wishes like crazy.
Yeah, she kind of like blamed me. She was like, "You've eaten them before." I'm like, "Have I?" That's what she said.
That's gross.
Yeah, surely you have.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app.
Thanks for watching the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. All material copyright ATJ Incorporated, a JT Media live production 2022.